Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys for tuning in here for this Monday night matchup. The Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs already on the way here, and so kickoff is on the way. There's going to be no return, but the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and company, they're going to be taking over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. So far this season, you want to talk about nightmares. It has been a nightmare so far for the Kansas City Chiefs. They came in here with expectations to get back to the Super Bowls, but they're finding out here that it's not that easy to just wake up and return back to the Super Bowl. You actually got to get through the regular season here. Patrick Mahomes, he's had a lot more turnovers than we're accustomed to seeing, but we're going to see if he can right the ship here. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, Mahomes, quick pass, Tyreek Hill, and he picks up about a good – he's still on his feet, actually. He finds a way to pick up the first down. That's a good sign right there if you're Kansas City. It looked like he was going to step out of bounds, but he found a way to keep his balance and ended up getting the first down there. Gain of 10 yards, takes it all the way to the Kansas City Chiefs 35-yard line. And so Junior's already here for the stream. Thank you so much for joining, man. Glad to have you here. You said, let's go, Chiefs. Let's get back on track. Absolutely. He's ready for this one. He's fired up for it. Let's see out the shotgun formation. Mahomes, play fake. He's looking. Throws to the tight end. Travis Kelce. He picks up about a good 3 yards on the catch. Picks up about 3 yards on the catch. Let's see. I'm not sure why my camera keeps freezing here, but apologize about that. Let me know if you guys can still hear me or if you can't hear me at all as well. Mahomes throws it to Hill, and Hill, he gets the first down. Let's see, Mahomes hands it to the back, and let's see, apologize about the technical difficulties here. All right, that should be fixed there. Apologize about that. Meanwhile, the Kansas City Chiefs pick up the first down through the air, 12-yard gain by Pringle there. So Mahomes across the middle to Pringle, and it's all about the Giants' 39-yard line, pickup of 12 yards on the play. So far on this drive, 5 plays, 36 yards, 2 minutes and 7 seconds in terms of time possession so far on this drive. Apologize about that, guys, in which seems like my camera keeps freezing up here today. All right, so we have Mahomes up under center here, one back in the backfield, got a receiver as well. Play fake. Mahomes is looking. He's looking. He throws it to the back. It's going to be, let's see, 5 yards, 7 yards, about 8 yards in the pickup there, 7 yards. Damian Williams with the reception there, takes it all the way to the Giants' 32-yard line. So let's see. Old man Mob said, what's good, brother? Happy early birthday. I'm rooting for Kansas City. My nephew's a Kansas City fan. Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you so much for joining the stream and appreciate that happy early birthday right there. Really appreciate that. I know that the screen keeps freezing, but let me know, can you guys still hear me? Let me know if anybody can still hear me here. I know my screen keeps freezing. I apologize about that. Okay, it's the application that I'm using that keeps freezing. And so this is like the 5th time I've had to restart it. So I may just have to take down the application for today. Meanwhile, Mahomes throws the ball and it's caught again. This time it was caught by Hardman. So Mahomes, he's getting his receivers involved early and often in this one. But yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that. So here we are, 1st and 10 at the Giants' 17-yard line. Mahomes in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, takes a snap. He's looking. He steps up. He's running. He's going to scramble. Let's see. He picks up about 6 yards before he slid on that play. So Kansas City moving the ball with ease so far on this drive. That's exactly what you want to see if you're rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, here we go. Shotgun. 2nd and 5. Takes a snap. Tosses it to Tyreek. Tyreek, he's looking to make a play here. You know he's got the speed. He's still in bounds. Picks up the 1st down. The 2nd time here that we've seen Tyreek close to the sideline, be able to maintain possession and get up there. Again, apologize about the camera issues right now, guys. All right, give me 1 second here. I've just got to close out the application that I'm using on my end and just stream without it because it seems like they're having some issues on their end. All right, let's see if that fixes it. All right, I'll just have to roll with this one for today. Apologize about that, guys. All right, so Mahomes heads to the back. That's Harris. I mean, not Harris. Sorry about that, Williams. So now we're looking at a 2nd and goal. But yeah, apologize about that, guys. Had to take it down. The application just was not working on that one. And so, Carmichael, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And so, Michael, thank you so much for joining, man. Glad to have you here. Let me know who you guys are rooting for in your final score projection in this one. Meanwhile, I see Travis Kelce lining up here in the shotgun. He takes it, snaps it back to Mahomes. Mahomes, he throws it. Incomplete. I like the setup there. Don't like the execution of it, but I like the play call. Now we're looking at 3rd and goal. We're here in the 1st quarter. 8 minutes and 27 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. Let's see. Michael says, I can hear you. Appreciate that. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I had to take down the background there. It just, for whatever reason, kept freezing. I restarted about 5 or 6 times. I might try at halftime to see if it'll work then, but for right now, I'd have to do without it. All right, so Mahomes in the shotgun. All right, there's going to be a timeout here. All right, big timeout here for the Giants because we're facing 3rd and goal. You get a stop here and hold Kansas City to 3 points. That's not a bad scenario right now for the Giants. Let's see, Michael says Kansas City. Okay, bet. Let's see, Carmichael says, let's go get a win. Let's go win Steelers. That's why the Steelers did win. I did think about you when the Steelers had won that game, and I was like, you know what? I got to apologize to Carmichael there. I picked the Browns down, and I was wrong, but your Steelers, they came through. You say you're rooting for the Giants just because you don't like the Chiefs. So there you go. All right, let's see. 420 is joining the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Let me know who you're rooting for in this one, but glad to have you here. So we've already got a full house here. Again, you may be used to the background being up, but for some reason, my application just isn't working right now. It keeps freezing when I put it up there, so I'll have to do without it. Meanwhile, Mahomes takes a snap, looking. Mahomes has all kinds of time. My goodness, he throws a jump ball. The ball's in the air, and it's picked off. It is picked off. We're picking up right where we left off this entire season. This is not what you want to see if you're the Chiefs. He had all kinds of time, went in there, threw it in there, and all of a sudden the ball gets hit, knocked in the air, and when the ball gets tipped near the goal line, bad things happen if you're the offense. So, wow. Taking a look at that replay. I mean, he had the guy there. He had Gordon. He had Josh Gordon there. You would think if he aimed a little lower. But I don't know what happened on that one. He had to get the ball over the defender. But, man, that is crazy. That is crazy. Let's see. 420 says going for the Chiefs. Okay. Bet. So everybody here going for the Chiefs so far. Any Giants fans? I know there's a lot of Giants fans out there, but hey, so far we're being represented here by the Chiefs. You say, oh wait. And so yeah, you love Najee. Hey, I wish I had him in my fantasy football league. Not gonna lie, wish I had him in my fantasy football league. Let's see. Old man mom says, I think the Panthers will be one of our hardest games so far. Hopefully Gilmore isn't playing. Gilmore, I know he's supposed to suit up for the Falcons game, so I think he played in that one if I'm not mistaken. But I'm pretty sure he'll find a way to be out there against the Patriots. I'm pretty sure you can bet on that. But I do think it's going to be a hard game. Absolutely. Really agree with that one. You can only hope that Sam Darnold's struggles continue in that game. That'll help us. But, hey, I'm feeling a lot more confident in the pass offense here. If we need to pass the ball, we can pass the ball. I'm not saying that we're probably going to score like high 20s or something like that, but it's possible. It's possible. I'm feeling confident with the team right now. So we'll see. I mean, both teams will be entering 4-4. Can the Patriots finally get above 500? That is going to be the question. So, yeah. But, yeah, guys, I may try at the end of the second quarter to see if I can get my background back up. But, yeah, the application just kept freezing on me today. Just wasn't working. So, there you go. And so, 80s, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. You say, hey, JB, sorry I missed the stream last night. Busy with Halloween. Hey, me and Mike, we were talking about how you're out there scaring the children. I said you probably dressed up as Carson Wentz for Halloween, out there trying to scare the poor kids and stuff like that. I mean, what could be more scary for an Eagles fan than that? So, but let's see. 420 says, I'm calling a pick by Tyrann Mathieu. Ooh, that would be a good one. They're going to need some big plays from him, though. They will need some big plays. Absolutely. I mean, right now, we're at the commercial right now, so we haven't missed anything since that interception in which Mahomes, I mean, my goodness, Mahomes. That is a costly, timely interception. I mean, so many things. He probably could have even scrambled. I don't know. But you think he has Josh Gordon there. It looks like if you look at the replay, all he's got to do is just get it above 48, and it's there. I mean, but all of a sudden he puts the ball a little too high, ball gets tipped, picked off, and now we're looking at Daniel Jones and company in the shotgun formation with 4 wide receivers. Receiver goes in motion, hands it to the back. In the back, he gets about 2 yards on the carry. Yeah, my fantasy team probably going to lose with one of my games here because Devin Booker, if he gains any type of yards here, I've already lost. Like, I only came into this game with a 1-point lead in my fantasy football team. But, yeah, does anybody have anybody playing in their fantasy football game? And this one, I know the Chiefs got a lot of players that probably were drafted on offense in fantasy football leagues, so definitely let me know that as well. But here we go. Daniel Jones in the shotgun. Four wide receivers on the play. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Picked off. It is picked off by the Chiefs. What is going on here? What is going on here? Back-to-back pass plays were picked off here. One by the Giants, and now the Chiefs give it right back to their offense. What is going on? Talk about a scare for these teams. Wow. So Daniel Jones, he saw that Slayton was on there. He tried to make that quick pass, but the linebacker was staring him down the entire way and made the interception. Wow. So now the Chiefs have the ball back after that turnover. 1st and 10 at the Giants' 13-yard line. So, wow, what a play. What a play. All right, here we go out of the shotgun formation. I'm seeing 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Hill goes in motion, 1 back in the backfield. Takes it, hands to the back. Back's moving. That's going to be almost a first down. I think about 9.5 yards. Let's see where they spot it. See if they give them the first down. All right, looks like they're going to give them the first down there. That was Gore up the middle. So now we're looking at, let's see what we're looking at here. About 1st and 3. Out of the shotgun again. All right, we're in the first quarter, 7 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this one. Out the shotgun, takes it, hands it to the back. He's looking for a hole. He's met in the backfield. He's going to lose yards here. Nothing but Giants around him. He loses 3 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 6 at the goal line. Of course, last time Mahomes had that turnover. So let's see how they're going to be able to try to score here. If I'm the Chiefs, I want to get something to where Travis Kelce gets involved with this one. 2nd and goal. You got to continue to have the same faith in Mahomes that you've had in him throughout his entire career at this point. Here we go. Second and goal out the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Mahomes is looking. He's moving. He throws that one away, just clocks it. So now we've got 3rd and goal here. This is the second time the Chiefs find themselves here at the goal line. They're going to want to get a touchdown here on 3rd down, but it's important not to turn the ball over, worst case scenario. Let's see, AD says he dressed up as a zombie ex-Eagles Joe Flacco. Gotcha. Hey, that's funny. That's funny right there. But here we go, 3rd and goal. Mahomes lined up in the shotgun here. 3 wide receivers. Kelsey's the tight end. Takes a snap. Giants send 3. He steps up. Feels the pressure. He throws it in the end zone. It's caught. It is caught. That's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill. So Mahomes, he stepped up and this time able to find his wide receiver. Tyreek Hill in the end zone. That had to feel good if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan to see them bounce back and get a touchdown as opposed to settle for 3. The Giants, they opted to send everyone back there. And so Mahomes, he actually had Travis Kelce open early on in this one. But he had to move around because of the pressure, threw it up there, and made the difficult completion. So now we'll await the extra point to make it a 7-point game. This extra point is up, and it is good. It is good. All right, so the Chiefs find themselves up 7-0 here. Both teams had a turnover, but the Chiefs able to capitalize off their interception and get 7 points off of that one, thanks to a touchdown pass by Patrick Mahomes. So already we've seen a swing of momentum back and forth already. Let's see, 420 says, damn, I called that pick, though. You did call the pick. You did call the pick. So, Mike, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you back. And you say, I'm a happy guy. Adrian Peterson is back. That's right. Old man Peterson signed with the Tennessee Titans. So if you're in a deep fantasy football league that's desperate for running backs, he's going to be in the practice squad, but eventually elevated to the active roster. Who knows when? I'd imagine sometimes probably within the next 2 weeks, depending on the shape that he's in. But this is AP we're talking about. He's always ready to go. So I imagine it wouldn't be too long before he gets elevated to the active roster. But, yeah, definitely someone to consider because I think he'll have a lot of touchdown values in fantasy football, especially behind that Titans offensive line. He's going to be a lot more rested this time of the season than perhaps most running backs will be. So that'll bode well for him when he does get activated to the active roster there for the Tennessee Titans. So I'm happy for AP as well. Let's see, 420 says, who's not playing for the Chiefs tonight? Absolutely. They've got so many guys. They are a fantasy football team, honestly. 420 says, damn, both teams already have an interception, and we're not that far into the game. We're really not. We're really not. What a strange night it is. If you have both quarterbacks throwing back-to-back interceptions, you've got my entire application for my background just not working tonight. It's a lot of crazy things happening right now. But 420 says this game is probably going to suck. Not going to lie. It might. Then again, who knows? 420 says Chiefs 22, Giants 17. All right, so that's his final score. Chiefs on 22, Giants 17. Let's see, Mike. I'm not sure what's final score, but I had the Chiefs winning by a touchdown. I think it was 34-27 was my final score. We'll see if that. We're more than halfway through the first quarter here. 7-0 right now for the Chiefs. Let's see if the Giants offense gets cranked up here at some point. But Daniel Jones cannot be having turnovers in a big game like this. If you're rooting for the Giants, you cannot have that happen. Let's see. Junior says, let's go to Chiefs score, but we just need to limit the turnovers more. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, this is a Giants defense that you can capitalize and get a lot of points against. So you do not need to give them any breaks and give them some free possessions. Just can't do that. Cannot do it in a game like this. Oh, man, it's been so long since I've had to do one of these streams without a background. It feels so weird. All right, but here we go. Kansas City's about to kick things off here. We're in the first quarter. Chiefs are up 7-0. Both teams have had the ball, but both teams have had a turnover. But the Chiefs, they just cashed in on their interception. Now they're about to kick things off up 7-0. A minute, 12 seconds left to go. Kickoff is on the way. It's going to be no return, so the Giants are going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. All right, so Daniel Jones, last pass we saw from him, picked off. Kadarius Toney, he has been a bright spot as of late for the Giants when it comes to the offense. I am very intrigued with the emergence of Kadarius Toney. We know no Saquon Barkley in the backfield, but Devin Booker, he's been a pretty solid back in the backfield for the Giants. I mean, I knew that when they signed him over from the Raiders, he could potentially have that impact. Meanwhile, play fake. Jones in the shotgun, throws it. Incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Kansas City. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up here. All right, let's see where I'm at in the comment section here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun formation. I see a tight end here. See 2 receivers. Devin Booker's the running back. Chiefs, they're showing a little pressure in the middle. Let's see if they send it. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. That's Booker. And he goes down there. Yeah, I don't need Booker to get any yards in this one. I don't know how their rotation is, but for my fantasy team, can't afford it. No gain on the play. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10. Let's see. Junior says the defense for the Chiefs needs more plays like that because the defense has been horrible this season. Meanwhile, 3rd and 10. You've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen, 1 receiver towards the top. Out of the shotgun. Daniel Jones takes a snap. The Chiefs send 4. He throws it, and it is caught by Booker. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards, but a good stop there by the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's going to be 4th down coming up. So great job by the Chiefs defense. The Giants will have to punt the ball from their own 30-yard line. All right, here we go, 4th and 5. They're about to punt the ball. Punt is up. Let's see if we're going to return. All right, ball goes out of bounds. That should be at the 25-yard line of Kansas City. So that's where Patrick Mahomes will take over from the 25-yard line. And so see, Old Man Mob says it's going to be one of these games, low-scoring games, come down to a field goal. So there you go. That's a bold prediction there. One of these low-scoring games. Let's see. 80 says, I'm here for the duration, JB. Hey, Mike. And so there you go. 80s is here. He's finally done out there scaring all the kids in the neighborhood out there, dressing up as Joe Flacco in the skeleton form of Joe Flacco, the ghost of Eagles past. So 420 says, dang, it's cold as hell in Kansas City. Oh, man, that's pretty cold. Yeah, this time of year, that November, that switch comes on. And so for many places, it gets very cold out there. Let's see, Mike says, when is the trade deadline? Nude. And so it's in terms of the actual time of the trade deadline, that is a good question. Frame, just let me know in the live chat here, but appreciate you guys for coming through here, and make sure you guys press the thumbs up button. I know I've been trying to struggle here to figure out what's going on with the background and stuff like that, but appreciate you guys so much for coming through. I wonder if we'll have any big time trades go down between tonight and like early tomorrow. Well, how can we get bigger than Von Miller, right? That was a huge trade for the Rams. I mean, a huge trade right there for the Rams. I mean, wow, who would have thought? Now you look at the Rams defense, and on every level of the defense, they have a guy that you really want to avoid. In the secondary, you don't want to throw to Jalen Ramsey. If you can't avoid it, you want to avoid it, you know. Obviously, defensive line, we know about Aaron Donald. We know about that whole defensive line. You want to avoid those guys. Then you add Von Miller to that mix as well. My goodness, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? And the Broncos, to make it work, they're going to be paying $9 million of his $9.7 million salary for this season to help them out as well. So, wow. Meanwhile, let's see, 420 says he calls a touchdown to Travis Kelce. That's a good one. I think that one's coming too. I honestly think that one's going to be next up as well. 420 says this game is going to suck like all the Giants games. So well, you know what? As a Patriots fan, you know who I'm going for. You know who I'm going for. I'm going for the Chiefs all the way. Still cannot stand the Giants at all. At all. Let's see. Mike says most passing touchdowns in NFL history, the first 50 games. And so there you go. I mean, he's just great like that. And you say he's got 135. 135. Wow. But here we go. Let's see if he can add to that total here. Out of the shotgun, 1st and 10. Chiefs at their own 25-yard line. First quarter, 4 minutes and 50 seconds. The Chiefs are up by 7. They have the ball. Travis Kelce goes in motion. They hands it to the back. Williams, he's looking for room. Williams, he falls forward for a gain of about 4 yards on the play. Leslie 80 says, what do you think about Von Miller going to the Rams? I absolutely think that this means that they're in Super Bowl or bust move. You give up a second, you give up a third. That means you're putting all your chips on the table for this season, but I like it. That's a bold move and something you had to do. Meanwhile, Mahomes, play fake, throws it. It's batted down by the Giants. Incomplete. 3rd and 6 coming up. Key third down here. Chiefs are throwing 29-yard line. But yeah, Von Miller, if he can stay healthy the rest of the way, he's going to have a huge impact there. Huge impact. You get to play with Aaron Donald down there, that's going to motivate somebody. Jalen Ramsey in the secondary, those guys, come on now. Who wouldn't want to have that situation if you're already a big-time player, especially at age 32 for Von Miller? This is a great situation for him. I'm excited for him. And look out for any team that has to play the Rams later in the season. All right, there you go. Mahomes in the shotgun. Tyreek Hill goes in motion, takes a snap. Giants send 4. They throw it to Hill. Hill's got the first down. Hill has done such a good job with his speed, being able to, when he's near the sideline, securing the first down. We've already seen a couple times in this situation where some receivers would not be aware of where they are on the sideline. He's got great awareness on that sideline and great balance and speed and quickness to be able to still get the first down in these situations. But yeah, that was a huge, huge trade. And so for 20 says Von Miller to the Rams. Yeah, if you're just finding out, man, yeah, that took place earlier today. Von Miller is officially with the Rams for a 2nd and 3rd round pick in next year's draft. Meanwhile, Mahomes takes a snap at the shotgun, play fakes. He's running around. He's looking. He's going to throw the ball away. He's going to throw it away, live to see another down. That's smart. That's stuff you got to do. Throw it away and find your check downs as well. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, we're in the first quarter here, 3 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. But yeah, Von Miller to the Rams, guys. It happened. It legit happened. That's a Madden type of move right there, especially not giving up a player, a 2nd and a 3rd rounder. If you can get Von Miller to come out there and be fully healthy. I know he's coming off that injury there, but if he can be fully healthy at some point this season, wow. That's a move that I think puts them above the Arizona Cardinals right now, especially if Kyler Murray is kind of banged up, in my opinion. Meanwhile, let's see, Mahomes is looking. He throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. No flags in the play. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. So here we are, 3rd and 10 from the Chiefs' own 35-yard line. So far in this drive, it's been 5 plays, about 10 yards. Important 3rd down here. Let's see if they can convert. Let's see, Mike says the Marino 2nd with 118. That's a big gap between 1st and 2nd. I'm not going to lie, that's a big gap. But here we are, 3rd and 10. In the shotgun, takes a snap. Giants send 4. Mahomes steps up. Mahomes going deep. Let's see that arm strength. Incomplete. Incomplete. If this was Madden, he would have had that completion. I promise you that. But that is going to be incomplete. Matter of fact, yeah, and again, the score right now is Chiefs are up 7-0 in this one. I just realized without my application thing, you guys still can't see my scoreboard as well. I'm going to try to put it back up here around the end of the first quarter and see if that works. Meanwhile, punt is on the way. Fair catch symboled. All right, so we're going to have a fair catch at the Giants' 15-yard line. So Daniel Jones and company are going to come back out 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Let me check and see if it's too late for my fantasy football team already. I need a miracle, guys. Like, I need Devin Booker to have some negative rushes in this game. Yep. All right. It's not looking good already for my team already, but that's all right. But yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys do press the thumbs up button here. We are at the commercial right now, so I guess I'll boot up the application in the background and so I can see if it's going to continue to freeze or not. So give me 1 second with that. While I boot up the application, though, it might make me disappear, but you guys should be able to still hear me. So we'll see how that works. All right. Let's see. 420 says, out of all the teams, why did he have to beat the Rams? Exactly. I mean, hey, I saw that move and I was like, wow, like they legit let that happen. Wow. Mike says, Allen disappointing third, 112. And so how many games has he played so far, Josh Allen, just to know where he stands? Let's see. Mike says, look at the Rams. D-line, the only good player, Darnold. And so, well, you add that to the Rams defensive line. Well, in terms of like big time players, I guess if you look at the names and stuff, that he stands out definitely the most on that D line. But that's a good question. I'd have to double check that one. And so, comment last. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. If you are new to the channel, if you're not subscribed, definitely do consider subscribing, man. But hey, glad to have you here. Let me know who you got in this one and also who you have in terms of just your final score projection in this one. But glad to have you here. Let's say you say Eric B., the offensive coordinator, is the future Kansas City head coach. So that's a bold statement. Bold statement. I think Eric Bieniemy, he's going to end up being a head coach. I think at the college level, I think a college will probably reach out to him and make an offer to him before an NFL team actually does. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a couple teams out there that their coaches, they're on thin ice right now. So, I mean, that's certainly something that as we get closer towards the end of the season, that's a name that we're going to start throwing out there and see which team makes the most sense. But you mentioned a good one right there, an absolute good one. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones up under center, went back in the backfield, takes it. Play fake. Daniel Jones bootlegging. Daniel Jones, he's looking. He's going to run. He's going to slide. He picked up 2 yards on the play before he slid, so it's going to make it 2nd and 8. Ball at the Giants' 17-yard line. Mike says, where Vaughn going to outside linebacker? Absolutely. Yep, outside linebacker. 420 says, what the Broncos get for Von Miller? They got a 2022 second and 2022 third-round picks in exchange for Von Miller. So that's what they got. They also agreed to pay 9 of his $9.7 million contract for the remainder of this season as well. So they're going to carry $9 million of his cap space still on the roster. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones hands it to the back. The back runs into his lineman. He loses a bunch of yards. This is good news for my fantasy football team. Great news. That's a big loss right there. Big loss right there. I mean, he lost at least about 3 yards in the play. So we have more stuff like that. That'll really help my fantasy football team. That's what I need to see anytime he gets the ball. Just he ran into his own lineman on that one. His own lineman should get credit for the tackle. All right, here we go. 3rd and 11. Daniel Jones making adjustments at the line. He's got 4 wide receivers on the play. First quarter, 2 minutes left to go. 7-0 Chiefs. All right, Kansas City, did they call a timeout or is it going to be a flag? All right, Kansas City burned the timeout on that one. All right, so yeah, they burned there. That's their first timeout of the game. We're here in the first quarter. The Chiefs are up 7-0 in this one. 3rd and 11, though, for the Giants. Mike says, I forgot the thumbs up. The record is 30. Yeah, let's see if we can surpass that record here. Tomorrow's my birthday, guys. So let's see, can we surpass the 30 thumbs up that we had as the record that was established last week? Let's see if we can collectively go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and surpass that. All right, but here we go. Mike says, what's up, 80s and Nation? So there you go. So 3rd and 11 coming up here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Giants facing 3rd and 11. Big time situation here. They want to get a first down, get some momentum here. They're at their own 14. Out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Chiefs send 4. Jones steps up. Jones going deep. Does he get it? Oh, was it caught? Was it caught? It was caught. That's a first down. Wow, that was all the way to John Ross III. When was the last time you was able to say that? I can't remember the last time this man had a deep reception, honestly. And then defensive pass interference, that's going to be declined. That was a 50-yard completion. Daniel Jones, he wound it up. He went deep. I thought he was trying to throw a Hail Mary the way he rounded that one up. And wow, the defensive back was all over him. But somehow, some way, he made a big-time reception. That's a Giants receiver for you. And that takes it all the way to the Chiefs' 36-yard line. They're in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Take the snap. Tosses it to the receiver, Tooney. Tooney's looking to pass. He throws it, and it is caught by Sterling Shepard. That's going to be a 19-yard completion on the play. So here we are at the Chiefs' 17-yard line after the trick play. What a trick play that was. Jones took the snap from center. They tossed it to Tooney on the reverse. He was looking. He stepped up and he threw it to Sterling, who was wide open. I mean, they just left Shepard wide open on that one. And he picked up a solid 19 yards to take it to the Chiefs' 17-yard line. So how about that? Who says that Jason Garrett's a boring offensive coordinator? Who says that? So meanwhile, we've got 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back out the shotgun. Jones gets ready for the snap. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap, high snap, hands it to the back, Booker. And so he gets a first down and then some. There goes my fantasy team. We're done for the night. That's going to do it. We're done for the night. But, yeah, what a carry there by Booker. Picked up a first down on the carry. Now they're looking at, let's see, 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. They're hurrying up. Jones up under center. 1 back in the backfield. Take the snap. Hands it to Booker again. This time he's going to pick up 2 yards on the carry. Picks up 2 yards on the carry. So now we're looking at 2nd and goal from the 4. Can the Giants tie it up here? There's 20 seconds remaining. Let's see if they'll just run out the first quarter here. Let's see if they will go ahead and run out the first quarter here. Yeah, about 10 seconds left. Look like that's exactly what they're going to do. All right, so at the end of the first quarter, I'm just going to go ahead and boot up the application I use my background on real quick. See if there's any way that I can get this to start working. All right, let's see. All right, give me 1 second here. I'll go ahead and start going through some of the comments real quick. Let's see. Mike says, piggyback off yesterday, now the Rams are the top team. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking when I saw that trade went down. I was like, okay, in my mind, they have right now, at least for the moment, cemented themselves as perhaps the best team right now, if you look at them just from what they've got. Now, obviously, with Tampa, that's hard to judge because I know they're coming fresh off a loss right there, but they didn't have Antonio Brown, so there's a couple, pieces there. But ultimately, what the Rams have, I like how they would match up against Tampa in the playoffs. I do like that aspect of it. But, yeah, that could be an exciting one. Let's see, 420 says, all of them just to beat a 44-year-old dude. And so, absolutely. I mean, I feel like that's how I felt when it comes to, like, you think about LeBron James, the NBA a couple of years ago and all like that, like all that, teams like the Warriors and stuff just to beat them, all of that stuff. But, yeah, just to take down a 44-year-old dude. But he's not just your typical 44-year-old dude. I'll say that. 420 says, what city is the best sports teams? Ooh. If we're talking all around, I mean, I'm thinking maybe LA comes to mind. Like, if you guys think of something better than that, but that's a good question. I know 80s. I see your comment there, 80s. I know who you're going to be saying. I see you're going to be saying. 80 says, come on, Kansas City. Let's see. 80 says Philadelphia has the best sports team. And so there you go. Let's see. 420 says, what about the Cardinals? For the Cardinals, my thing is you just lost J.J. Watt for the season. The defense looked very suspect in the last game. So I think if they play the Rams again, the Rams will win this time around. And ultimately, they have a lot of injuries. They really have a lot of injuries. Kyler Murray, he looks a little banged up there. Hopkins, he can't stay out there. He keeps getting banged up. I'm concerned about his health long term. A.J. Green just flat out gave up on his team out there on the field. I don't know how you can be a receiver out there on the field and not expect the ball to get to you. On that, in that situation, you have to be a lot more alert than that. There's no excuse for that final play, how that went down. And then not only that, I saw one catch where he had like a 26-yard reception across the middle of the field. He just caught it and went down. Didn't even look to see if anybody was near him. Didn't think about yards after the catch. He just caught it and went down. That goes to show A.J. Green, he's towards the end of his career at this point. He really is. I mean, he might as well just put a Larry Fitzgerald at this point. But here we are, out of the shotgun, 2nd and 4, 3 wide receivers, takes a snap. Daniel Jones, he's looking. He throws it up there high. Yeah, receiver couldn't locate the ball. Yeah, incomplete. Not on the same page on that one. It could have been there possibly if they were on the same page. Because, I mean, he definitely had the room, but, yeah, he couldn't locate the ball. Wasn't on the same page. But here we go. 3rd and goal from the Chiefs' 4-yard line. So far on this drive, 7 plays, 81 yards. I see one receiver. I see multiple tight ends here. One back in the backfield. Jones under center. Okay, so now they spread everybody out here. Now we got 4 guys up top. They throw it to Sterling Shepard. Shepard trying to fight his way into the end zone. Did he get it? He's short. He is short. They have a decision to make. 4th down. 1 yard between them and the end zone. Should they go for it? Should they go for it? I think they got to go for it because you play to win the game. You have to go for it. I would probably try a quarterback sneak. Depending on how they lined up. I'd probably try a quarterback sneak. But let's see what they call. So here we go. Got a fullback and a back in the backfield. Play fake. He's looking. He throws it to the tight end. That is Kyle Rudolph. Almost forgot he was with the Giants for the touchdown. 1 yard touchdown off the play action fake. And the Giants, they score in this one. So now the extra point. They'll await that to try to tie it up. But that's a touchdown pass for Daniel Jones and company. So right now, both quarterbacks have 1 interception. Both quarterbacks have 1 touchdown in this one. Yeah, the tight end was wide open on that. Wide open. Great play call. The Chiefs definitely sold out for the run on that one. All right, so here we go. Extra point to try to tie things up here. And it's good. Okay, it is good. We're all tied up here, 7 apiece. All tied up, 7 apiece here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Comment last says, Tampa didn't have AB, but the Saints didn't have their starting quarterback. That is very fair. That is very fair. It's like I always say, football is a game of matchups. Some teams just match up good against other teams. And it seems like during the Tom Brady era, that team that matches up well with him, the new Miami team for Tom Brady, has become the Saints inside his division. That is true, because when he was in the AFC East, it was Miami that gave him difficulties above all the other teams in the AFC East. And here in that division, he has yet to beat the Saints in the regular season game, but he won when it mattered the most in the playoffs. But, of course, the Saints took a massive loss, losing Jameis Winston for the rest of the season. But Taysom Hill, I've been monitoring his concussion situation, and it seems like he's at the point now where we can start having those conversations about when exactly is he going to return. It should be sometime soon, so we'll see when exactly it is, but I'm anticipating within the next week. If not this week, then next week, but I think it's going to be really soon that we'll see Taysom Hill return for the Saints. But Trevor Siemian did a good job when his number was called in that one, as did a lot of backups, Cooper Rush included, this past week. Let's see. Meanwhile, give me 1 second here. I'm going to try to boot up the application again, and let's see if this works or not for me. All right, let's see. Fingers crossed that this will work. All right, 1 second, guys. At least you guys can see the scoreboard right now, so that's a positive there. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Meanwhile, 2nd and 8 out of the shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. Takes a snap. Mahomes looking, throws it. Oh, almost picked off. Mahomes, you gotta be more careful with the football. Almost picked off again. I mean, he's making this defense look like the 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense tonight, man. Come on, man. All right, let's see if this fixed everything. All right, so we'll roll with this and see if this continues to work or not. If not, if I got a result back to the other way, I'll do that. But let's see if this continues to work throughout the rest of the stream. Meanwhile, Mahomes takes a snap. He's moving. He's running. Pressure all around him. He avoids the rush. He's still moving. Tries to make a guy miss. He's going to throw it up there. Incomplete. Incomplete. The Giants get a stop here. 4th and 8. The Chiefs are going to have to punt the ball from their own 27-yard line. So what a stop there by the Giants. I mean, Come on, Mahomes. Like, you keep thinking, I keep telling myself, like, this is Patrick Mahomes. He's going to get it together. He's going to get it together. And you saw on the touchdown drive, what he can do. He's still got the same weapons. It's just, I don't know what's going on. Punt is on the way. See if we get a return. Oh, he muffed the punt. Oh, man. The Giants were able to fall on it. That was a huge opportunity there for the Chiefs. I mean, the guy, he dove so quickly, overtimed the ball. Wow. That could have been huge, guys. That was huge. Ball bounced right off of him. And so he went to try to fall on it. Oh, man. Luckily for the Giants, there was another Giants defender there waiting to get that one. But wow, what an event that was. We're here in the second quarter. 13 minutes and about 20 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So we're early in the second quarter here. Tied 7 apiece. Both quarterbacks, 1 touchdown, 1 interception so far in this one. Let's see. Mike says, you realize Brady is over a decade older than Adrian Peterson. Respect your elders, 80. So there you go. Let's see. Old Man Mob says, Boston has the best NFL team and Ohio has the best college football team. There you go. I love it. This man knows what he's talking about. He says Kobe Bryant Lakers are the best NBA teams. There you go. I love this comment right here. If I could pin this comment to the top, I would. But I love this one. Let's see. 420 says the LA Rams, LA Dodgers, and LA Lakers. Hey, I'm telling you, man, like all of those right there, you're going to find them in rap songs and everything because they're just that good. I mean, if we're talking clear across the board, I mean, even if you want to throw in a little bit of college sports as well, there used to be a time where USC, teams like that would be something. But still, LA is just, wow. Like, wow. So, absolutely. 80 says, go for it. Touchdown. I must be really far in the comments. Let me try to go ahead and catch up here. Definitely need to go for it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They made the right call going for it. Let's see. 80 says, JB, what do you think about Patrick Mahomes? Do you agree with the haters saying he's a gimmick quarterback? I'm not going to say that someone that went out there, he made the Super Bowl. He went there multiple times, won a Super Bowl, stuff like that. Early in his career, you don't accomplish what he accomplished if he's just a gimmick quarterback. It's just sometimes there's going to be some rough years. I've seen some of the best quarterbacks have rough seasons. They really have. I remember there was even one year where Brady had I'm not going to say not so Brady-like numbers, but they weren't his best numbers. Like, I'm trying to think what year that was, before the Randy Moss era and all of that. But there was a time frame. I mean, every quarterback goes through it. It's just a matter of keeping your confidence and keep believing in yourself. Good things will eventually happen. They will eventually happen, but you got to learn to take your checkdowns and stuff. It's just growing pains. He didn't have them early on. He's getting them now, but every quarterback has them. Let's see, 80 says 2000 Ravens defense. And so, yeah, he's making them look that way. Let's see, Mike says the Giants own the Panthers. And so, we're not going to talk too much about the Giants here. We're not going to talk too much about them. So Mike says 11 thumbs up, 20 by the half. Let's see if we can get 20 by the half. Let's see. Meanwhile, Giants have the ball here. Out of the shotgun. I see a couple tight ends, see 2 receivers here. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, hands it to the back, and the back falls forward for a gain of about a good 2 yards on the play. It's going to make it 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line at the Giants. Again, we're all tied up 7 apiece. If you're the Chiefs, if you win this game, it'll put you at 500. There's quite a few teams right now that's circling around that 500 mark. Who, to be honest, I honestly projected the Browns to be better. I projected the Chiefs to be better at the start of the season, and that's not been the case in the AFC. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, no backs in the backfield with him. I'm seeing 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Daniel Jones in the shotgun, 2nd and 8, takes a snap. The Chiefs, they send forward. He throws it, feels the pressure, out of bounds, incomplete. He was aiming for Sterling Shepard, was a little too high on that one. 3rd and 8 coming up. But yeah, let's see if we can reach that 20 thumbs up by the time we reach the half. And again, anybody that is watching this one that's new to the stream, definitely make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the stream, you want to be a part of future streams as well. Let's see. Old Man Mob says, Kansas City paid Mahomes all that money. He needs to carry this team because their defense is horrible. Absolutely. Hey, when you're getting paid that money, to whom much is given, much is required. There are some expectations that come with that. Meanwhile, Jones in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Chiefs in pressure. He throws it. bounces off the face mask of Sterling Shepard. He doesn't know what's going on out there, folks. He looks lost. That was a terrible play. I mean, even if he catches the ball, there's no way he gets the first down. I mean, my goodness, he's not 7 feet out there. So there's no way he would have gotten that first down. No way. Don't disrespect the defender and act like you can throw through him. Come on now. And so let's see. So Cam has joined the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. You say, oh, man, Mob is 60 now. But glad to have you here, man. All right, so that was going to be fair catch there. So the Chiefs are going to take over. 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Again, it's 7 apiece. 7 apiece. Let's see, Mike says, here, I'm with you, old man. There you go. There you go. But, yeah, I mean, they paid them a lot of money. I mean, who would have thought at this point in the season the Cowboys are looking smarter for their deal that they gave Dak Prescott right now than what it's looking like for Kansas City right now. But you know what? I still think that, I mean, will they be able to come back this season? That's tough. I've been asked that question a bunch. I mean, it's possible that they could, but I just feel like right now the Raiders and I don't know, the Chargers right now, they seem to be on a little bit of a slide right now, so it's possible. I think you can catch up with you can surpass the Broncos. You can catch up to the Chargers if they keep struggling as they are, just depending on what you do head-to-head. Of course, the Chargers already beat them one time, but that's still possible. But the Raiders right now seem to be the team for me in the AFC West that just, happens to be what they're that possibly is going to be winning the division, in my opinion, right now from what I'm seeing so far. Of course, a lot of football left to be played. I'm still high on the Chargers, still see them as a playoff team. But, yeah, it's going to be tough to catch those two teams in the division right now if you're Kansas City, especially if you don't go out there and win this game. I mean, throughout my time of watching football recently, only the Chargers, when they had Phillip Rivers, that one time they got off to a terrible start and they finally caught fire and they were able to start winning like a whole bunch of games and make the playoffs. Only in that scenario have I been able to see a team recover from this kind of a stumble. But right now, Chiefs, Browns, there's a lot of disappointment going around. Colts as well, that was a big-time loss. If the Colts had won against the Titans and with the Titans losing Derrick Henry, things would have gotten very interesting in there, very interesting. Let's see. Old man Mob says, just trying to do my part, Cam. There you go. Let's see. Mike says, if it was me, do what is best for the team or the huge money, I'd be like, what team? So, Mike, he lets you know he would have taken the bag. And I can't blame you. You put me in that situation, someone offer you that kind of money. I mean, I'd have been like Dak Prescott. It don't matter what I'm making in terms of endorsements and stuff off the field. You put me in that situation, I would have wanted that money. The only way that's different is if my story was something similar to Tom Brady and I started off as like a 6th-round pick, came in there making nothing right off the bat, no expectations, and then was able to win the Super Bowl, seeing how important it was to have great defense and stuff, that might have been different. But here we go, Mahomes, play fakes out the shotgun. He throws a jump pass. I mean, I thought he was about to do a jump ball here. And so threw a jump pass, completed it for 7 yards. And so, I mean, sometimes he makes plays like that, and you're like, dude, it's just a check down. Like, why are we jumping through the roof and all like that? Like, we're out there playing laser tag and stuff like that just to complete a pass to a running back. Like, what are we doing back there? You see stuff like that. So I get it why he gets the reputation of a gimmicky quarterback, but ultimately that's just his game. Sometimes there are NBA players that have weird shots. You just stick with it. That's just what he does. Meanwhile, the carry for 4 yards, that was Gore on the carry out of the shotgun. That's going to be first down for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. Again, we're in the second quarter. 11 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this one. Tied up 7 apiece. Mike says, no move on Watson this year is strongly predicted unless the Texans bluffing. And so, yeah, I'm getting ready that this time tomorrow, he will be in free agency inside of my fantasy football league if he does not find himself traded, because I cannot roster a man that's not going to be playing at all. Meanwhile, Mahomes moving. He throws it, and it's caught by Tyreek. You see the little sidearm throw right there. He's getting it done. That's an 11-yard completion. Takes it all the way to the Giants' 46-yard line. Let's see. Old man Mob says, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve the money, but you have to realize when you take that much money, you better carry your team because your team will have a lot of holes. A lot of holes. Absolutely. You know, when I think of Mahomes' situation, I don't too much like to compare Mahomes to Brady because throughout most of, I mean, now you can probably make that comparison, but Brady's a lot older now. But I compare him more to just Peyton Manning because when I saw Peyton Manning, every year I saw Peyton Manning lined up there, there was not a year that I saw Peyton go out there with some scrubs at receivers. Peyton always had him a Hall of Fame caliber receiver or some top-notch Pro Bowl receivers, whether he was with the Colts, whether he was with the Broncos, and usually for the most of his career, a top-notch offensive line as well. And that's what I think of when I think of Mahomes. You know, he has his tight end here in Travis Kelce. He's got someone like a Tyreek Hill. So I compare him more to Manning, and Manning carried those Colts defenses many years. Many years. You remember when he broke Dan Marino record? He had to do all of that to carry this team to the playoff year in and year out, just to get sent home by my Patriots, of course, but still, you know, so absolutely. I get what you're saying there. Oh, man, Mob, he's got to do a better job of carrying his team. But here we go, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers on the play. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back. Let's see, Gore picks up. Ooh, is that going to be a face mask? Picks up about 4 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 6 coming up at the Giants' 42-yard line. Mike says, oh, yeah, I take the loot, JB. I would not blame you whatsoever, Mike. Don't let the pressure get to you. You signed that money. The moment my agent says this is the offer, I'm signing that deal. And I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and up our endorsements now. Here we go, 2nd and 6. 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter. In the shotgun, 5 wide. Takes a snap. Giants send 4. He throws it. Incomplete. Wait, was it picked off? Was it picked off or was it down? Referees are saying he was down. Refs are saying he was down. So they're saying he was down, incomplete. You got to be careful with these passes, buddy. My goodness. Let's see. The ball went off his receiver there. Okay, that's incomplete. That's incomplete for sure. Yeah, that's incomplete for sure. But, man, was that close. That was close. But here we go, 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Takes a snap. Giants, they send 4. And it is caught by Hill. He picks up about 9 yards on the play. So what a play by Tyreek Hill. You can always count on him. That speed makes him a dangerous weapon. And if you're going to back that far off of him, you must be faster than prime time in his prime if you're going to keep up with a guy like Tyreek and leave him that much space. But here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Let's see if they can finish on this drive. Receiver goes in motion. They hand it to the back. Gore's going across the middle. He lowers his shoulder. Is it a first down? I think he's got the first. It's going to depend on the spot, though. Boy, they give him a favorable spot. That was a great play call there. That middle was open. Not going to lie. I mean, the way this guy is running, I would have thought that this was Frank Gore. I'm not going to lie. The patience that he's showing in that hole, he looks a lot like Frank Gore. Let's see. All right, so Mahomes up under center, got a fullback in the backfield. Travis Kelce goes in motion. 1 wide receiver on the play. They take the ball, hand it to the back. Gore up the middle, still pushing with his legs. Picks up about a good 7 yards on the carry. All right, 1st and 10 at the Giants' 17-yard line. So far on the drive, 8 plays, 51 yards, about 4 minutes off the clock in terms of time of possession. Let's see. Old man Mob says, I don't think Watson getting traded this year. Too much drama right now. And so, yeah, it's looking that way. The Dolphins, they showed interest. But, however, the Texans, they want the farmhouse. They want the whole yard. They want the whole state. They want everything. And the Dolphins say, no, we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. Here we go. 1st and 10 out of the shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes the ball, hand it to Gore. He's going to pick up about a good 5 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 5. So they're getting some nice runs up the middle there by Gore. If you can make the running game a factor, that can help out the pass game so much, like so much. Let's see. 80 says, nice throw. And he says, Hill, amazing catch. That's Tyreek for you. That's Tyreek for you. All right, so here we go. Out of the shotgun formation. Hill goes in motion. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back again. He has the first down. And then some. He's about 2 yards. They're saying about 3 yards shy of the end zone. We're looking at first and goal here for the Kansas City Chiefs. Pick up of 9 yards on the carry. All of a sudden, the Chiefs, they found a new cheat code, I guess you can say. Running the ball up the middle. It's working. Keep doing it. Here we go. Mahomes up on the center. Pringle's the wide receiver. He hands it to the back. Gore. He's got space. He turns on the Jets, and it's a touchdown. Kansas City. Touchdown, Kansas City. So there you go. 80 says that this will be a touchdown pass. Well, it was a touchdown, just not through the air. It was a touchdown. Derek Gore with the 3-yard touchdown run, giving the Chiefs a touchdown. And now they have the lead in this one. 13-7. We'll await the extra point. But, man, what a play. What a carry. Let's see. Old man Mob says, not a question is, will Hill take a pay cut to stay with Kansas City or go after the money? I think he'll stay in Kansas City. I honestly feel that he will. Kick is up. Extra point is good. So now the Chiefs host a 14-7 lead against the Giants. Is that a scruffle that's taking place right now? Two teams having a difficult season. They both had higher hopes than what they've seen so far. So there's a lot of emotions right now. But look at Gore. There was a time where you used to watch the Kansas City Chiefs and you would see all the running backs they used to have. I mean, my goodness, going back to the era in which you used to see guys like Priest Holmes. You used to see guys like Larry Johnson, Jamal Charles, guys like that. You know, Kareem Hunt when he was there before they had to let him go. All that stuff. So the Chiefs, they used to produce a lot of running backs, and I'm sure they want to get back to the time where they can run the ball like they used to and have success running the ball. But, yeah, I think Tyreek stays in Kansas City. 80 says that he meant the touchdown run, so he's going to blame it on the typo there. There you go. Yes, 80 says he will hopefully take the cut. I think he will. Certain receivers, they realize that they are fortunate enough to play with gifted quarterbacks such as a Patrick Mahomes to where if you go into free agency, you might end up, I don't know, like not going to throw a quarterback up under the bus or something like that, but your best pay deal might come down there in Houston and then you end up catching balls from Davis Mills or Tyrod Taylor. No offense to Tyrod. I think Tyrod's great, but just saying, you know, like that's a big difference from a Patrick Mahomes, you know, so definitely you want to try to go ahead and stay down there. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Stay with one organization, become a Hall of Famer, become a part of that organization for life. You know, you get your endorsement deals and stuff. They'll get you a good offer. And, hey, just do like Julio did for so many years in Atlanta. You know, just keep requesting more money every year and get more money. You get injured, come back, I want more money, want more money, want more money. Worked out for Julio down there in Atlanta. So we'll see. But, yeah, so I think he'll understand that. But I think at some point Mahomes – might have to just deviate a little bit of his salary to keep his guys happy. But if it comes down to it, he understands what his career would be without someone like Tyreek Hill. So he'll do whatever it takes to keep him, I think. That's just what I think. That is exactly what I think. Meanwhile, for the sake of my fantasy football team, I'm going to need Devin Booker to fumble at least twice tonight and lose a couple yards. And then just get pulled out the game. Yeah, but we still got about 6 minutes and 37 seconds here in the second quarter before we reach halftime. All right, let's see. Take a second here and let's see where we are in terms of thumbs up right now. All right, so Kansas City getting ready to kick things off here. We'll see how the Giants respond after the Chiefs were able to run the ball on that last drive and get into the end zone. All right, so we're going to get a return here. Let's see the 15. all the way to about the 17-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And so let's see, comment says that Mahomes already took a pay cut before the 2020 season and the salary cap going down. So there you go. So he says Mahomes is already taking a pay cut. I mean, it was definitely a favorable deal considering what he really could have asked for. Now, if Mahomes wanted to be like that, he really could have done worse damage to this team if he really wanted to. He really could have. That option was there. I remember some of the players were upset that he did not opt it for more money because obviously if the guy at the top doesn't opt for more money, then that's going to reduce everything for everybody that's below him. So absolutely. Good point that you pointed out there. All right, but here we go. 1st and 10. Let's see what the Giants do here with the ball. All right, so there we go. Daniel Jones up under center. I see a tight end, see 3 wide receivers. Takes a snap, play fake, throws it. It's caught by the tight end, and he gets the 1st down. That's going to be a gain of about 11 yards on the catch. That's Kyle Rudolph showing he can still get some yards after the catch. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. 6 minutes left to go here before the half. Out of the shotgun. See a tight end, see 2 receivers. Takes a snap. Throws a quick pass to Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard, he's wrapped up. That's going to be a 1-yard completion on that one. So 2nd and 9 coming up from the Giants' 21-yard line. Again, if you're Kansas City, this is a very big game here. Despite everything that's gone wrong this season, this could put you at 500 on the year. May not be where you want to be, but it keeps you still in the competition, still to where you can still believe that there's still hope for the season. This is huge tonight. Jones out of the shotgun, takes a snap. He's looking. Chiefs, they send pressure. It's caught by Booker. Booker's running. He's got the 1st down. That's going to be a pickup of 12 yards on the catch. Let's see, Mike says, did he get as much as Allen? For some reason, I cannot remember how much Allen got. But, yeah, I know Mahomes, I believe his deal was definitely higher in terms of total numbers than Allen. But in terms of, like, if you break it down year by year, I got to compare that and see what that looks like. But meanwhile, 1st and 10. Jones up under center, went back in the backfield, couple tight ends. Takes it, play fake. Jones sees the pressure. Jones throws it. It's caught by the back at the backfield. Booker, he's still running. Oh, my goodness. He takes it. He's at the 35, 30, all the way to about the 26-yard line. However, there is a penalty on the play. There is a penalty. So bring it back. I imagine this is coming back. Oh, this is roughing the passer. Wow. So you're going to tack on even more to that. Wow. What a play by the Giants. Wow, roughing the passer. So add that on to the 41-yard play there. My goodness. Now we're looking at a 1st and 10 situation at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. But, hey, Drills, thank you so much for joining the stream. Glad to have you here. You said good game so far. Appreciate you. Let me know which team you're going for in this one and your final score projection here. But here we go. Daniel Jones trying to orchestrate a touchdown drive here. He's making adjustments at the line. He's got about 4 wide receivers on the play. He's in the shotgun. The Chiefs, they're showing pressure. They send about 4. He's running. He's going to run. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 10 there. 2nd and 10. Let's see. AD says, JB, I missed the beginning. Who do you want to win? Oh, anytime you see a Giants team playing, I'm rooting for the opposite team. Any team against the Giants, I am taking the opposite team. It does not matter. I am anti-Giants all the way, so I'm going for the Chiefs. You best believe that. There's not very many teams that I'm like that with, but I'm like that with the Giants. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones, he's running, still running. He goes down. He's got a history of fumbling the ball, so anytime you see him run the ball like that, you always hold your breath. So here we go, 3rd and 4 at the Chiefs 7-yard line. So there you go. Let's see. But yeah, I'm rooting for the Chiefs in this one. And so, Geo Sport, thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. And so, yeah, today is absolutely great, man. Absolutely great. Let me know which team do you want to see win this one and your final score. I know you do a lot of Raiders stuff, so maybe you're rooting for the Giants in this one. But let me know if that's accurate or not. Meanwhile, 3rd and 4. We're going to get a timeout here by the Giants. That's going to be their final timeout. Let's see. 80 says, get fired up, JB. That wasn't roughing the passer. it happened so fast, I missed it. If I saw the actual play, then that would have been different. But there you go. Let's see. You say, yeah, okay. So you got the Chiefs winning 30-20. Okay. Let's see. 80 says, so when the Eagles play the Giants, you root for the Eagles? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. It's not just the fact how they beat us. It's the fact that I don't think that the teams that beat us that they had were better than us. It was not the case. You know, they got so lucky. And then they cost us our undefeated season with the Patriots. So therefore, absolutely, I would root for the Eagles 100 out of 100 times if they play the Giants. Best believe that. I would root for the Cowboys against the Giants. Any team against the Giants. But here we go in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Takes a snap. Jones throws it, and it's caught. That's a catch, but it's going to be short. 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Let's see, will they go for it? It look like they're coming off. They got no confidence they'll go for the touchdown. Okay. They'll go for the PAT attempt. 2nd quarter. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this one. They're going to take the conservative approach and go for the field goal. Down 14-7. Let's see if they convert. 80 says that he hates the G-Men as well. That's something that we share in common. Let's see. Mike says, how you not rooting Giants, JB? They got Penny. It don't matter what penny they have. It does not matter. Meanwhile, kick is up. It's good. So we have the Chiefs with the lead in this one, 14-10. The Giants just kicked the field goal, and they're going to be kicking things off back to the Chiefs with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this one. The Chiefs also have 2 timeouts as well. Absolutely. One second here, guys. So Mike says, how can you not root for the Giants, JB? They got Penny. I don't care if they got Penny Wise back there in the secondary for the Giants. I will not be rooting for the Giants. The only time that I'll hope for a tie is if they play the Jets. You know, I feel like the Jets is – I mean, I would probably root for the Jets a little bit, but they're in the same division. So in that matchup, I would just hope for a tie, honestly. But yeah, sorry, Giants. But yeah, can't do it. Let's see. GeoSport says, sorry, I was the Giants. You say your aunt loves them, so the Giants 24-21. Hey, absolutely no problem with that. No problem with that. You know, I mean, ultimately, it's all fun and games, you know, but still, I mean, the Giants, what they did to my team, that is unforgivable. They did it not once but twice to us, so I can't let that go. Cannot let that go. Meanwhile, the Giants about to kick things off. And that's going to be a touchback, okay, in the end zone. So the Chiefs are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. 2 timeouts as well. They're up by 4. Let's see if they can try to score before the half. You see, 80 says, 4th down, go for it. And so, I mean, you have to try to play to win the game there. We'll see if it ends up costing them or not. Let's see, GeoSport says you can't believe Von Miller got traded. Yeah, that was a surprise there. And then he got traded to the Rams on top of that. I was like, wow, what a play. Meanwhile, Mahomes out of the shotgun. He's looking. He throws it to the back. Williams trying to make something happen. He has about 17 yards on that catch. Takes it all the way to the 42-yard line for the Chiefs. There you go. That's what we want to see from you, Mahomes. Go ahead and take the check down there. They have a chance to be tied for 3rd place in the division if they can win this game. That's all we want to see. Just step up, nothing there. Take the check down. There is nothing wrong with that. Believe me, EA Sports is not going to penalize you if you don't get 20-yard completions every play. He takes the snap. He's looking. Mahomes, he throws it. Incomplete. The only way Tyreek makes that catch is if he has stick and glue on his glove on that one. That's the only way he'd have made that reception. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go before the half. Chiefs have the football at their own 42-yard line. But yeah, that was a big-time trade for him to go to the Rams. So absolutely. That was big time. All right, here we go in the shotgun. He motions Williams out the backfield, so he's got 5 wide on the play. Takes the snap. Giants send 4, pump fakes. He throws it, incomplete. Ooh, nobody in that area, though. Incomplete. So 3rd and 10 coming up. So incomplete. Comment, you say no look pass. 80 says nice play, Mahomes. So there you go. That's what we want to see. Comment says never mind. So he says never mind on that one. Ooh, they called him for intentional grounding. I thought I didn't see a receiver in the area. As we like to say, 80s, he was not in the same state on that pass. Not at all. I wonder what's going on with Mahomes, though. I really wonder if this is something that's deeper than football right now. You see the videos and stuff on TikTok and all like that. And he just looks like he's just so uninterested. When you see his wife and his brother just out there having fun, he just looks like I don't know, like he's not enjoying stuff right now. It's just what I noticed, though. But I do notice that we're at 15. Thumbs up. So let's see if we can keep things going. Let's see if we can keep that going. But here we go. 3rd and 20. Let's see. 3rd and 20. Takes a snap. There was movement. This should be a free play. He avoids the rush. He's going to go deep. Look at that arm strength. He goes up there. Incomplete. I thought Robinson was about to be a star for a second and try to make the big-time reception. But it's incomplete, but it was a free play. Yeah, and if you're the Giants there, you're like, oh, man, you really didn't want that to happen. But the Giants, they don't have any timeouts remaining. That's one thing to point out here. They don't have any timeouts remaining. And 80 says there wasn't a receiver in the state. There you go. That's going to be iconic right there. Let's see. 80 says free play, arm strength. Oh, yeah, that arm strength. That is there. It's there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go through some of the stats right now. All right, so far in this game for the Giants, Daniel Jones, 9 of 14, 126 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's been sacked 1 time as well. Kadarius Toney, he had 1 pass for 19 yards as well on that trick play. And that's for the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, 14 of 26, 117 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Has not been sacked tonight. He also has 1 run for 5 yards as well. Daniel Jones has 2 carries for 8 yards in this one. On the ground, Derek Gore, 9 carries, 48 yards, 1 touchdown. And as for the Giants, Devontae Booker, he's got 6 carries, 14 yards in this one. So there you have it. And Mike says Mahomes is not happy. He knows that Allen nipping at his heels. And so, hey, Allen, he's definitely up there. What Allen can do on the ground and through the air, my goodness. Let's see. Comment says, if the Chiefs do not score, you say you're getting intoxicated. So let's see if that happens. Let's see if the Chiefs can score. But, hey, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen here. You might as well get ready. Because 3rd and 15, it's going to probably take these are the passes that he normally attempts anyways. If I need 15 yards, I'm going for Tyreek Hill. I'm going to try to find Tyreek probably across the middle or either Travis Kelce if I need 15 yards. But then again, you've got those speedy receivers that they can take a one-on-one matchup and try to get something deep. So with the Chiefs' offense, it's very possible. All right, here we go. 3rd and 15. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers toward the top of the screen. Takes a snap. Giants sending for Mahomes. Moving around in the pocket. Now he's outside the pocket. He's on the run still. He's going to sling one up there, hoping for a miracle. My goodness, Mahomes, like, you can't just be throwing it up there and like 3-4 guys in the coverage and stuff. Just throw the ball away. It's okay. It's okay, because right now, I mean, you got to think a little bit about the stat sheet. I mean, it's going to hurt your Madden rating. Keep doing that. I mean, he threw it up there, though. He threw it up there. Let's see. And Mike offering some advice. He says, don't drink that risky last. You know it ain't no good for you. Meanwhile, punt is on the way. All right. Oh, he tries to return it. Not the best decision. Oh, man, he's getting hit all over the place, man. They are hitting him like one of those car dummies and stuff like that. It is just, wow. But there's a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Crown of the helmet. They're going to call that one every time, buddy. So, yeah, they call unnecessary roughness. Okay. Let's see. Old Man Mob says, it's just nice to see my second favorite receiver of all time, Josh Gordon, playing football again. Too bad it's not with the New England Patriots. And so, yeah, hey, absolutely. I'm happy for him, though. I mean, he's got to play with a lot of great quarterbacks lately. Happy. I mean, not a lot of people get as many opportunities as this man has gotten, in football. So just happy to see that he's out there, suiting up. And, yeah, he is actually out there playing. He's actually out there playing. I saw him near the end zone pass where Mahomes threw that interception. He was out there. Looked like he was trying to get the ball to him, but, yeah, it didn't work out. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Takes a snap. The Chiefs send pressure up the middle. And it is caught by the receiver. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. That was Kadarius Toney with the reception. He's become such a bigger part of this offense already. Let's see. GeoSport says Max Crosby or Yannick. No, I would go with Yannick on this one. Meanwhile, Jones takes a snap, moves around, throws it. It's caught. Oh, what a nice move by Booker to avoid him. Did he get the first down? I think he got the first down. That was just a great play by Booker on that one. But they've got no timeouts here. The clock is still running. Let's see how they manage the clock. But right now, I'm not liking it too much. 50 seconds. Out of the shotgun. 45 seconds. Takes a snap. Hands it to the back again. They get the first down. I think they're just going to opt to try to maybe run out the clock here. You at least got to try to pass it and get near the sideline so that way you can get out of bounds if you do get it. But I get it. They wouldn't keep the clock moving. But for what? The Chiefs have 2 timeouts. They take the snap. They're looking. Chiefs send for it. He throws it. Almost picked off, but there's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty here. It's going to be a penalty. You see Sterling Shepard. He's down. It's not looking good. He's definitely in some pain right now. He's down. Defensive pass interference. So that's an automatic first down there. That's going to make it 1st and 10 at the Giants' 45-yard line. Let's see exactly what happened. Oh, he had to, oh, yeah, like he definitely felt that when you're trying to come off and create separation. All right, so we have a commercial here. Let's see. But, yeah, Mike, Josh Gordon is playing in this game. Matter of fact, has he been targeted once? I don't think he's been targeted yet. Let's see. Comment says, Hardman not tall enough. Well, yeah, like he threw it up there. Mahomes will throw it up there. Mahomes remind me a lot of myself when I'm playing Madden. Like I can do great, but once things start getting out of hand, I'm still trying to force the magic to happen because I won't give up on the play or the game. So I would find myself, especially with this year's Madden, with the whole momentum against you, it just doesn't look good. Like Madden will teach you not to keep trying if you're down by a lot. Let's see, Mike says, at half, please review the Rams D line. That's actually a great idea. That's a great idea. Let's see, Geo Sports says, I'm going to go. Everyone have a great night. Hey, thank you so much for coming through, Geo. You have a great night as well. Take care. Appreciate you for coming through and joining us here. Again, I will not be streaming tomorrow because tomorrow is my official birthday day, so I won't be streaming any NBA games tomorrow. But I will be back on Thursday for Thursday Night Football for sure. So definitely make sure that you guys, anybody that's watching that's not subscribed, that you guys are subscribed as well. I know halftime's about to come up here in a few seconds. But appreciate you for coming through. So there you go. Absolutely. Let's see where are we at right now in terms of the thumbs up right now. Let's see exactly where we're at right now. Let's see. All right. So we got us about 16 thumbs up I'm seeing on my end. 80 says, happy birthday. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Absolutely. So, yeah, got that birthday coming up there. So happy about that. But I'm happy. I mean, my Buckeyes won. My Patriots won. I was really happy to see the Patriots beat the Chargers, though. That's a great birthday gift right there. But what I want to see the Patriots make the playoffs here. I'm tired of them dogging Bill Belichick just because his team didn't make the playoffs last year and because a team with a rookie quarterback right now is sitting at 4-4. I am tired of hearing that as if it's one man that carrying the team by himself. If that was the case, Brady would have never left the Patriots to begin with. He left because there wasn't talent around to help him. And so, I mean, come on now. He went to Tampa Bay's got a lot of talent. Tom Brady's great, yes. But I need to see Bill Belichick start to get his respect. That's what I'm saying. I want to see Coach Bill get his respect as well. He's a great coach. Happy to have him as a fan. And so I just wish that people would appreciate what he did and stop making comparisons as if it's him versus Brady and it wasn't the two of them on the same team. But here we go. 1st and 10. Giants out of the shotgun. 3 receivers on the play. Or actually 4 receivers. 1 back in the backfield as well. Oh, we got movement on the line. Got movement on the line. That's going to be big. Five-yard penalty there. Yep, that was Will Hernandez there that moved. I mean, he moved way before the snap. But here they go. Backed up 5 yards. 1st and 15. Let's see what they do. Out of the shotgun. Jones has it. Pressure up the middle. He's forced to run. There's a penalty that's going to be holding. Jones, he runs. Gets out of bounds. Great decision on that one. Didn't want to see him take a big pop on that one. So holding on the offense. At this point, just go ahead, run the football, and go to the half at this point. Nate Soldier, that is, the former New England Patriot. On the hold. Yeah, he tried his best, though. Tried his best to hold. But that was too obvious. So now they're facing the 1st and 25 at their own 30-yard line. I think you have to run the ball here. Jones takes a snap. It's a draw. And so you see Booker. Booker, he's got 10. He's got 14. Does he get out of bounds? Does he get out of bounds? There's 5 seconds left. What an effort run that was. Way to pick up 14 yards. They meant to just run out the clock, but he gained 14 and then got out of bounds as well. So this changes the aspect here. Now you maybe can try to take a deep shot into the end zone here. Excellent carry on that one by Booker. All right, they got 5 seconds on the play clock. Line up in the shotgun. Let's see, they got a tight end, 2 receivers. Takes a snap. Up, they're saying delay of the game. Delay of the game. And all these penalties on this drive against the Giants, I mean, it's no wonder they won't be able to get no points before the half. Too many penalties. All right, Jones going to take a knee, and that's going to take us to the half. They are going to take us to the half. Let's see. Mike says, coming up, JB, I will end the argument and give airtight proof reason why Brady made Belichick. Oh, this is going to be good here. He says, irrefutable, irrefutable. So, all right, I'm listening, Mike. I am listening to this one because I think it's vice versa. I think that Belichick made Brady, but however, the Brady that he made, I mean, Brady took it and he ran with it, far exceeded it, and then eventually it became Brady's team. I think the first dynasty, the first half of it was more so Belichick. I think the remainder of it was more so Brady. That's how I see it. But go ahead and give me the proof. Give me the proof. Give me the proof. All right, so let's see. Comment says that he refused as well. All right, so is there anybody here that's going to join me on Team Belichick here? Or is it all going to be Team Brady versus Belichick? And so 80 says, let's go, Mike. So everybody's teaming up with Mike here, but that's all right. We're okay. I will wait on this evidence that Mike's going to bring to the table. He wants to put this to rest. Meanwhile, we are at the half. The Chiefs are up 14-10 in this one. Both quarterbacks, they came out early, threw interceptions early, but after that, they seemed to settle down a little bit. They threw passing touchdowns here. And so we've seen some good, we've seen some not so good stuff. Daniel Jones passed 11-16, 135 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's been sacked once today. Also, Patrick Mahomes, 14-27, 117 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Derek Gore for the Chiefs on the ground. He's got 9 carries for 48 yards, averaging 5.3 yards a carry, has 1 touchdown as well. For the Giants, Devontae Booker's the leading rusher. He's got 8 carries for 30 yards in this one. And let's see, receiving-wise, for the Giants, it has been Devontae Booker out the backfield, 4 receptions, 62 yards. And this one, Sterling Shepard, 4 receptions, 25 yards. But it was Kyle Rudolph who had the touchdown in the end zone on that key 4th down play. So he has the 1 touchdown in this game. As for the Chiefs, Tyreek Hill, he leads all in receptions. He's got 8 receptions for 56 yards and 1 touchdown. In addition to that, Darrell Williams, he's the next highest receiver. He's the only one that has more than 1 reception. Outside of that, he's got 3 receptions for 31 yards. What's disappointing if you're the Chiefs right now? Travis Kelce, 1 reception for 3 yards. That's it. You have a tight end as good as Travis Kelce, best tight end right now in football, and he's only got 1 reception for 3 yards. That's something that has to change in the second half. Let's see, 80 says that King Henry is out for the season. And so what they're saying, 80s, is that he's supposed to be out 6 to 10 weeks. Initially, it looked like it was going to be the season. Then they're saying about 8 weeks. But the time frame for Derrick Henry is 6 to 10 weeks. But obviously, that's a big deal right there. 6 to 10 weeks, that's a big deal. Big deal. Mike says, I will offer unassailable proof. Okay, why Belichick need Brady more coming up. And so, okay, I'm all ears. I'm all ears for this one. This will be a great debate here. This will be a great debate. And if anybody else wants to chime in and hopefully defend Bill Belichick, go right ahead. Of course, Tom Brady reasoning and all like that as well, But yeah, we definitely want to hear it. 80s, he's getting anxious here. He wants to hear it. He wants to hear it. All right. Meanwhile, on my end here, just pulling up a little bit of stats myself here. Doing it on the fly as we speak here, just pulling up a little stuff myself here. All right. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, Mike, anytime. As the 80 says, let's hear it. So yeah, 80, he wants to hear it. My goodness, I just looked up Tom Brady here and I see all the nicknames they have for him. My goodness. And so let's see, Comment. He's going to go ahead and get us started with this comment. So Comment says that Bill always kept a good O-line and a good run game and a really good defense. So there you have it. He gets it. He says Bill provided him with the resources that he needed in order to help him succeed. I like it. Appreciate you for stepping in there. So there we've got one for Comment. I'll go ahead and jump in here while we wait for Mike to come up with his rebuttal here. Let's see. And meanwhile, Mike says, let's check out the Rams defensive line. And so, yeah, let's do that real quick as well. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, especially you look at early on in Tom Brady's career, especially that first Super Bowl. I mean, the defensive players that they had on that one, shutting down the greatest show on turf. I mean, when you have a defense that can hold the Rams, especially that year, to that little points, they didn't get going until the fourth quarter in that Super Bowl. That's just a testament to the defense by Bill Belichick and such. Like just his just like you talk about Tom Brady, his ability to be clutch. Well, many times Bill Belichick's defense had to be clutch. Let's not forget how many times Belichick had to match up against Peyton Manning, and that defense came up huge in the playoffs against Peyton Manning and company. I mean, because back then, Manning to Harrison, that was like, it didn't get no better than that. And then you add Reggie Wayne, Dallas Clark, all those guys. That was not an easy team to stop. But continuously, Bill Belichick made those plays that he needed to make in the playoffs in order to give the Patriots an opportunity to win that game. Without the defense there, we don't win those games many a times. Especially you add the run game as well that we had, having guys like Corey Dillon in the backfield. That was a huge help as well. Many people forget he rushed for like 1,600 yards and like 16 touchdowns as well for like a season and two. He was a big part of that ground game as well. And so all of that. And then the drafting, bringing in guys like Rob Gronkowski. We're talking about guys that Bill Belichick can't draft. Well, let's talk about the guys that he can draft. Guys like Logan Mankins across that offensive line. Nate Soldiers across that offensive line. At tight end, he took Rob Gronkowski. I know the whole Aaron Hernandez thing didn't work out, but he had a vision, and it would have worked out if not for the off-the-field stuff. And we know how that played out. Very unfortunately how that played out. So just a couple things. Defensive backs. He has an eye for picking up defensive backs. He took guys that many people did not want on the defensive side of the ball, and he made them good. Vice versa with wide receivers. Who could draft a guy like Julian Edelman and make him have the career that he had over there when the Patriots drafted him in the 7th round? We're talking about a quarterback out of Kent State. Who can do that? Wes Welker. He became good with Miami. We made him Hall of Fame level with the New England Patriots. That's Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels to the core right there. You look at the linebackers that they drafted throughout their time there at the Patriots. That's Bill, plug and play. You lose a defensive guy, we make a guy come right back. That's Bill Belichick right there. Tom Brady has nothing to do with the defensive side of the ball in those scenarios. Many times, a guy like Vince Wilfork up the middle, Richard Seymour, it was a team collective effort. It wasn't until, and then you look at the year when Tom Brady had guys like, Rashay Cardwell, all those guys didn't look so great when we got put out by the coach after giving up that big lead. So what did he go and do? He went and stockpiled. He went and found a way to get Randy Moss for a 4th round pick. And then Dante Stallworth as well. I know he was only there for like a year, but that was a big time signing back then as well. So, I mean, Bill Belichick has done a lot of things. He is the GOAT of head coaches. So to discredit Bill Belichick, there's no way we can focus on something else talking about the Rams defensive line right now when we're talking about Bill Belichick in terms of what he's meant for the Patriots organization. I agree. Without Tom Brady, he doesn't get those Super Bowls and all like that as many. But I feel the same way that without Bill Belichick, Tom Brady doesn't get an opportunity in the NFL. Without Bill Belichick, Tom Brady doesn't become the same Tom Brady that he is right now. Maybe he becomes someone that comes off the bench and has maybe a lucky run at best and all like that. But no one gives him the opportunity. But he learned so much from Bill Belichick. At some point, if you learn so much from the greatest coach of all time, that's going to help you become the greatest quarterback of all time. You learn the X's and the O's, the ins and the outs, how to read defenses, all that stuff. He learned from Bill Belichick and took it to the next level. Look at a guy like Matt Castle. Look at what he did with the Patriots and what he did elsewhere. Even with us, Matt Castle looked like a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback. So much so, the same Kansas City Chiefs that we're watching right now, they signed Matt Castle, thought that he could be the future of the team, which was not the case. And so, but Bill Belichick made it look that way. Jimmy Garoppolo, he got that job in San Francisco because of Bill Belichick. How's it working out for San Francisco right now? Well, maybe not the best, but he made it to a Super Bowl. That was what Bill Belichick was able to do with him in a short time. Jacoby Brissett keeps finding himself in positions where he can get signed, all that stuff. So I'm just saying, Bill Belichick, you cannot go. I don't get it. You cannot go off of what he did last year. The man picked up Cam Newton when nobody else would. Matter of fact, nobody else will right now pick up Cam Newton. He did it at the last moment. The Patriots roster wasn't good. That's why Tom Brady left. So the judge a man who's a coach, it's not like he's on the field. All he can do is just coach him up. It's going to take some time to teach Mac Jones to reach a level of a Bill Belichick. When he had Tom Brady, he already had a good defense in place. But now he's got to rebuild the team. We had so many opt-outs, led the league last year in opt-outs. Then Bill Belichick came back and said, okay, we're just going to run it back. We're going to make adjustments here and there. Patrick Chung, he didn't come back. That's okay. I'll go pick up this guy Mills from the Eagles and all like that. Someone like that. I'll just make do with him. I'll go ahead and trade Stephon Gilmore. He clearly doesn't want to play with us no more. We'll go ahead and trade him away for basically nothing. We'll continue to build that way. And so in Bill, I trust. In the long run, I think we will see Bill get it right. But, it's not going to be a dynasty again, but that's okay. He's such a great coach. To decredit what he's done for the Patriots and say that this was more Tom Brady than Bill Belichick, I take that as a personal insult for Bill Belichick on that one, because Bill Belichick, he is just that great a coach. I will go to bat for Bill Belichick. I will. And so, Shantice, thank you so much for joining the stream. Sorry you had to come in at the moment about me talking about Bill Belichick like that. I get fired up talking about the greatest head coach of all time. And so, it's just, Brady's great. Don't get me wrong. Brady's great. But, all great players, they have a great coach, and they need a great coach. With Michael Jordan, there was a Phil Jackson. It just seems to be, if you have a great coach, someone that helps you reach the best of your abilities, that's key. That's key. But, yeah, let me know which team you're rooting for in this one and the final score. Let's see. 80 says the only thing that Belichick made was his Frankenstein-looking son. That is harsh, 80s. That is harsh. That is harsh. Let's see. Old Man Mob says that Bill Belichick is the GOAT of head coach and a great GM other than drafting wide receivers in the first 2 rounds. Oh, yeah, he got to stay away from drafting wide receivers in the first round, especially as of late. He did draft Deion Branch. I know that's a long time ago in the second round, guys like that, So has he done it in the past? Yes. But, yeah, it's been a while for that. So I'll agree on that one. Yeah, drafting receivers in the first 2 rounds, that's a no-go. Mike says the Bills' offense could not be stopped. Also, as he did Belichick find a way when he was on the Giants. And so, hey, there you go. There you go. It all started with having guys like Lawrence Taylor and stuff like that with the Giants defense. He was pretty good defensive coordinator there with the Giants. Learned a lot. He learned a lot from guys like Bill Parcells and stuff like that. So definitely that's where that whole defense came from for Bill Belichick. So he learned a lot back then. I will say that. But, yeah, give me 1 second here. Look up the Rams defensive line roster real quick. All right, let's see. I'll go ahead and get to the Rams real quick. All right, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Let's go with Ashawn Robinson. He's 6'4", about 330 pounds, out of Alabama. He was drafted in 2016, a second-round pick. What has he done so far this season? Oh, man, did I really talk through the entire halftime? My bad about that, guys. We're supposed to take a different direction here. But I just got a little carried away there about Bill Belichick. Maybe I need to create my own thing just to dispute the whole Bill Belichick situation there. In my mind, I give Tom Brady significant impact. Without Tom Brady, those Super Bowls, we aren't what we are right now as an organization for the Patriots. But I feel vice versa, the same is true for Tom Brady. I think if he gets drafted by a team like the Panthers, Texans, Dolphins, I don't think history writes the same for him. Jets, even 49ers, I don't think history is the same for Tom Brady if he gets selected by one of those teams. Maybe he becomes a good quarterback, but I don't think he becomes the GOAT like he is right now. I think it's just a scenario where perfect match between the two of them early on. And then that's when you have what we have right here. I honestly believe that. But there we go. 80 says JB is on the roll. There you go. There you go. There you go. But all right, we are back here. So the Giants taking over here. Let's see, 1st and 10. Jones up under center. I see a tight end here, 2 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. He takes a snap, hands it to the back, Booker. He picks up about, 5 yards on the carry. It's going to make it 2nd and 5 coming up from the Giants' 30-yard line. So there we go, 2nd and 5 from the Giants' 30-yard line. Mike says, JB, get fired up and do a viral video in your opinion. So, hey, I might have to do that. In all honesty. I mean, at some point, get together my facts here and just make my case on Bill Belichick, because I feel strongly about that. I mean, Tom Brady, don't want to take credit away from Tom Brady because he made a lot of clutch things, but I mean, you got to give credit to Adam Vinatieri as well. If he doesn't make those field goals, we don't have those Super Bowl rings either. It was a team effort. So many guys made big plays. So many guys. Meanwhile, that's a 4-yard carry by Booker up the middle. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 1 for the Giants. So many big-time plays. I remember back then, Peyton Manning at his peak, people used to say that Peyton Manning was better than Tom Brady, and they were saying that Peyton was the greatest of all time at that time. And he had Marvin Harrison. I remember Ty Law locked down Marvin Harrison, had 3 picks by himself in a playoff game. And so moments like that were key, and so it came down to Belichick trusting Ty Law to go ahead and cover Harrison one-on-one as he wanted to do. Some coaches wouldn't have did that. Meanwhile, Daniel Jones keeps the ball. Is he short? I think he's short. What a stop by the Chiefs defense. What a stop by the defense. So now we've got a 4th down situation. The Giants at their own 34-yard line. Let's see, 80 says, yes, JB, do that video. So there you go. I'll put that on my to-do list. So it brings up a 4th down situation. So the Giants, they'll punt the ball to the Chiefs. What a stop here by the Chiefs defense. Punt is on the way. Let's see if we'll get a return. All right, it's taking the Giants bounce here all the way to the 15-yard line. So the Kansas City Chiefs are going to take over. 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. Let's see what Patrick Mahomes and company can do out of the half. What type of adjustments did they make? What was working in the first half? They were able to get Gore to run the ball. 9 carries, 48 yards. There is a penalty here. I'm seeing extremely late penalty, I should add. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be an offensive holding there. So that's going to move them back to the 8-yard line. And so, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I definitely will. I got to get to that video there because I feel so strongly about it. It's not fair to Bill Belichick. Tom Brady, I'm pretty sure if I'm Tom Brady, I've seen Tom Brady for a while now. I'd like to think I can think a little bit of how he looked at the team. He looked at the receivers we had. Obviously, Julian Edelman, a shell of himself, very hurt. Tight end situation. We were basically putting chairs out there at tight end because they wasn't doing anything to help us. Receiving core, he didn't like N'Keal Harry that well, and so there wasn't much for him there. So why come back to that situation and look bad when you can go somewhere to Tampa where you know that they had those key receivers in Mike Evans. You know they had those key receivers in Chris Godwin. Obviously, getting AB to join you, getting Gronk to join you, that helped as well. He's just a great recruiter like that. But, hey, I mean, he was able to go find a place, and I was happy for him. When he won last year's Super Bowl, happy for him. I did not want to see him continue to struggle with the Patriots offense as people were saying that he was done. So I was happy for him. But you can't hold that against Bill Belichick, talking about he put the team in that situation. No, Bill did what he had to do to make the team competitive for as long as he did. At some point, everybody's got to pay the price. Salary cap catches up with everybody at some point. So there you go. Let's see. How many thumbs up are we at right now? Right now we are about, let's see. All right, so right now we're at 17 thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 20 thumbs up here soon before the midway point of the third quarter. Again, our goal for today is we want to exceed 30 thumbs up. Let's see if we can do that. Again, once we come back from the commercial, the Chiefs have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 8, up 14-10 in the third quarter with 12 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Coming back from commercial. Let's see. Out of the shotgun formation, I see a tight end, see 2 receivers. Takes a snap, quick pass. Tyreek Hill. Look at him doing what Tyreek does. And he picks up about 9 yards on that catch, making it 2nd and 1. It's never a bad idea to get Tyreek Hill the football. All right, let's see 2nd and 1. Here we go, 2nd and 1 out of the shotgun here. 3 wide receivers. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, hands it to the back. Up the middle, that's Williams. Williams, he picks up about a good 8 yards on the carry. Let's see, Shanti says, okay, honestly, the Chiefs, okay, nice, okay, nice. So we've got so far everybody here for the Chiefs. I don't think anybody, okay, one person may have, I think Old Man is rooting for the Giants, but I think everybody else is going for the Chiefs in this one. So there you go. But here we are, 1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line out of the shotgun formation. Let's see. 3 wide receivers. Hardman goes in motion, takes it, hands it to the back. Williams up the middle again. Look at him. He gains about 12 yards before he slips. So the Kansas City Chiefs, they are finding that they can indeed run the ball in this game, and that's going to pay off for them. So, yeah, they're able to run the ball here as a team so far in this one. They have 16 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown so far in this one. But here they go, 1st and 10. Got a couple tight ends, a fullback in the backfield, 1 receiver, takes a snap, hands to the back. And he's met in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard on the play. That was Gore with the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 11. If I'm the Chiefs, I would stay in the shotgun formation. You've got too many weapons to where they have to respect that pass game and just keep running those draws. You know, make the linebackers have to think twice before they drop back in coverage. But here we go in the shotgun. Travis Kelce goes in motion, 3 wide receivers. 1 tight end takes a snap, throws it quick, and it's caught. And they're going to tackle Hardman after a 3-yard pickup. All right, it's going to be 3rd and 8 coming up. Let's see, Mike says, okay, so you were all patient, but your patience, you will be greatly rewarded with the answer to the biggest question, the reason. So Mike's going to give us that reason, all right? So here we go, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8, 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Takes a snap. He's looking. He throws it. Incomplete. 4th down coming up, 4th and 8, and they're going to have to go ahead and punt the ball. All right, so they're going to punt the ball here. Meanwhile, Magic Mike has the answer that we've all been waiting for. Mike says that the answer is pretty simple. He says the reason Brady was more important for the Pats is that Belichick has a weak arm. He says the defense rests. No further questions. He drops the mic. He says mic drop. So there you go. We're just left stunned right here. Meanwhile, the fair catch is symbol at the 18-yard line for the Giants. So there you have it. Who did it best, folks? Was it Mike's explanation for why he feels Brady was the bigger reason there, or my explanation for Bill Belichick? It's hard to compete with what Mike said on that one, though. But there we go. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Giants at the 18. Again, we're in the third quarter, 9 minutes and 38 seconds left to go. In the third quarter, the Giants, they find themselves losing 10-14, but they will have the football here and an opportunity to try to drive it down there and take the lead. So far, it seems like the Chiefs, they've been able to really start running the ball as of late, Obviously, that drive didn't pan out, but the Giants, if they can try to get a little bit more to happen on the ground, or perhaps just a little bit more effective through the air, they need to start getting some big plays here. I feel like they're at their best when they get at least one big play to jumpstart the drive and get some confidence going for Daniel Jones and company. Well, we appreciate your answer, Mike. Let's see. Mike says, thumbs up if you agree with JB. Thumbs up if you agree with me. So there you go. Definitely. There you have it. Meanwhile, let's see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up here. All right, I see that we're at 18 thumbs up right now. So we're at a pretty good number here. Let's try to go ahead and get to 20 here before the end of the third quarter. Again, our goal for the night is we would love to surpass 30 here. I think the most that we've gotten may have been, was it like 31, Mike, or something like that? I know we did reach 30, but I think it was like maybe 31. But yeah, just to put it safe, our goal is to try to reach at least 33 thumbs up tonight. Let's see if we can make that possible. Let's see. And meanwhile, if anybody wants to adjust their final scores in this one, be my guest in this one. Because right now, so far, both defenses, I'm not going to say both defenses have done great, because right now it's like the offenses still haven't hit their strides yet. We've seen glimpses of what we can see from these offenses, but there we go. There we go. Let's see. Mike says he calls it the 31 birthday rally. So that's what he calls it, the 31 birthday rally. There you go. All right, so we see the Giants coming out there, taking over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. I feel like it's been a minute since they've scored. They definitely do to try to do that. So let's see what they do out of the shotgun formation. Got 3 receivers, got a tight end as well. One back in the backfield, takes a snap, fakes it to the back. Jones looking. Jones throws it across the middle. It's caught. And that is John Ross III. Talk about a revival for somebody's career. There you go. So, yeah, I mean, he found the hole in the defense, sat there. Daniel Jones was able to find him there, picked up a good amount of yards on the play. Now we got a 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, see a tight end there. Couple tight ends, 2 receivers. Takes a snap. Hands to the back. Booker, he's looking. Off the right side, he's going to get about 3 yards on the carry. That's going to make it 2nd and 7. Again, the Giants, they've had to rely on Booker the last couple games. It's been without having Saquon Barkley back there. Yes, the old man Mob says it's 50-50. Brady was on the field, but Bill Belichick defense has always been great. Look at these highly rated quarterbacks coming to the NFL with bad head coaches and look like bust. Absolutely. I agree with that. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Jones throws it, and it is caught. But that's going to be a gain of about 4 yards on the play. That is Tooney. That is Tooney. Not only that, old man Mop, I totally agree with you on that one, but also look at the difference when you see like Peyton Manning early in his career, just one championship with Indianapolis. If he had a Bill Belichick type of defense during those, he'd have won a lot more Super Bowls with the Colts if they had just something remotely close to what Brady had down in New England during those early years, things like that. But here we are, 3rd and 3. From their own 47-yard line, this shotgun, 4 wide receivers, running back. The Chiefs, will they send pressure? They send 4. Jones throws it quick, incomplete, off of Tooney's hands, no flag. That's going to be 4th and 3, and they're going to have to go ahead and punt the ball. But absolutely, old man, I appreciate you jumping in on this one. So, yeah, 50-50 is about right. 50-50 is absolutely right. But it wasn't just them. It was a team effort. That and then having the greatest kicker of all time in Adam Vinatieri, that was so huge, because he made a lot of big-time kicks. That he did. Some big-time kicks, especially early in the first couple Super Bowls. Kick is on the way. And then having guys like Steven Gostkowski, I mean, having great kickers along the way, that was just always huge as well. Because when you really needed them to come through for the kick in a big-time game, they came through. But there you go. Who would have known that debate would have came up tonight? You would have thought that debate would have came up when we streamed the Pats and Buccaneers game. You would have thought that debate would have came up. Let's see. I'm not sure if I already did this one, but I'll go ahead and do it again. Let's see. 80 says, awesome mic drop mics. There you go. There you go. All right, so now when we get back from commercial, the Chiefs are going to have the football again. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. I feel like there's been a lot of clock stoppage here from incompletions and stuff. And so the third quarter feels like it's been stretched out a little bit here. AD says, JB and Mike, I can settle this. When the Pats played the Bucs, who won? That is so not fair, 80s. That is so not fair. That is so not fair. So not fair. I mean, that's like saying who was the better team last year, Saints or the Bucs, because the Saints beat the Buccaneers twice, 2 times to 1, but obviously the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. So it's not a fair comparison there. Not a fair comparison at all, 80s. Not at all. Not at all. I mean, you never see me say that about the Cowboys versus the Eagles, who won that matchup. You never see me say that until now. Shaking my head on that one, 80s. This is far deeper than that. It's like I said, you can't judge Bill off of this current roster. He has to reconstruct the roster. As a head coach, unlike a player whose contract is up and you can just leave and go to a better situation, as a coach, you got to deal with a lot of contracts. So guys' contracts have to come in, develop them, trade them, build the pieces, and revamp the image of the team. That takes time to reconstruct a roster there. I got faith in Bill. He's got his guy, Mac Jones. He's going to continue to develop him. And we'll see what happens from there. 80s is like, if this is the button I have to press, he's like, I will press it. He said he's going to spam that button and all like that. Like he wants to see this go. He wants to see this go viral. That's what he wants to see. He wants to see this go viral. They're going to be like some guy talking about the Chiefs and the Giants just went on a Patriots rant and all like that about just who's better. Brady. Well, who meant more? Brady or Belichick. And so, but there you have it. Mahomes, bootlegging. He's looking. He's going to go deep. We get to see this arm again, and that's Tyreek. Incomplete. Oh, if he put a little bit more on that one, he could have had Tyreek. I mean, it's Tyreek, the one guy that you just let it rip. You just say, this is how far I can throw it, and just throw it out in front of him, and he's going to run it down. Because even at this speed, I think Tyreek's only running maybe about 80% of his speed, honestly. So he could have sped up. But he had to slow down, come back for the ball. And what a defensive play there by the defender. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Giants sending 5. He throws to the back. Williams makes a move. Williams gets the first down, picks up about 11 yards on the reception here. That's going to be 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. I guess I should ask you this, 80s. I know I don't think I've asked you this before, but how did you feel about Andy Reid getting the championship with Kansas City ever since, obviously, knowing the multiple times that he came just barely short with the Eagles so many times with so many good Eagles teams back then. So I know you had to be really happy to see Andy get that Super Bowl championship that he deserved. Meanwhile, toss play to Hardman, and Hardman gains about 12 yards on that one. So that's going to be a 12-yard run for Hardman. That's going to count as a catch. That's right, because it was a forward pass there. So they're going to count it as a catch. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. Again, we're in the third quarter. About 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third. Receiver goes in motion. Fakes to the back. Throws to the receiver. Hardman looking to get the first down. Let's see. Can he get it? I think he picked up about 9 yards on that reception, about a yard shy of the first down. It's going to make a 2nd and 1 at the Giants' 49-yard line. I feel like the Chiefs are overdue for a score right now. But yeah, you have to find a way to get Travis Kelce more involved here. Like, come on, man. You got to get your man involved. Here we go, 2nd and 1. Hill goes in motion. Takes a snap. Hands to the back, up the middle. He gains about 3 yards on the carry. That was Williams with the carry. Takes it all the way to the Giants' 46-yard line. Again, the Chiefs are up 14-10. So if they can find a way to get a touchdown, they can make this a 2-possession game. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10, third quarter. 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Chiefs up 14-10. Mahomes lining up in the shotgun. Receiver in motion. Play fake. He's looking. He throws it. And it is caught by the receiver. That is Demarcus Robinson with the reception. 18 yards on the play. So now they've got it 1st and 10 at the Giants' 28-yard line. So I've seen that work earlier in the game here. It worked earlier for the Giants. This time the Chiefs run a similar play where the receiver runs a good 15, 18 yards, finds a hole in the defense, stops, and the ball's there. But here we go in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back as well. Takes a snap. Giants, they send 5, but they're going to stop the play. It's a timeout by the Giants. So the Giants, they're calling the timeout here. I guess they felt that right now the Chiefs got a lot of momentum now, so let's call the timeout. Make sure we call the right defense. Was that his first completion for beyond 10 yards downfield tonight? Wow. The Giants have done a fantastic job of limiting those big plays. Because you know Mahomes loves big plays. But here we go. 1st and 10 at the Giants' 28-yard line in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it to the back. That's Gore. Gore, he's running. He wants more. He wants the first down. He gets the first down. Picks up about 12 yards on the carry. However, there is a penalty. That's one way to derail a drive right there. A holding penalty. That's going to bring him back 10 yards. That was number 65, Trey Smith, on the hold. You hate that. You absolutely hate that. You're moving the ball, finally getting the offense to crank up some, and then you have a holding penalty. You can't make it that obvious, buddy. Like, you might have been able to get away with it if you let go, but you just made it really obvious. Again, Trey Smith, the 6th-round pick in the 2021 NFL draft out of the University of Tennessee. So out of the shotgun, Tyreek Hill goes in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to the back, bootleg towards the top of the screen. Steps up. He's looking off the wrong foot. He throws it up there. Incomplete. Out of bounds. Tyreek Hill's trying to make his case, saying that he was held. So 2nd and 20 coming up. Third quarter, 3 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. Chiefs are up 14-10 in this one, facing the 2nd and 20. So far in this drive, 7 plays, 43 yards, about 4 minutes in terms of time of possession. Let's see shotgun. Travis Kelce goes in motion, takes a snap. Giants send 4. He throws it. It is caught by Travis Kelce. He fumbled it. The Giants have the ball. He fumbled. Wow. Just when things looked like the Chiefs were leading a scoring drive, Travis Kelce, his number has not been called a lot today, and now he fumbled the ball. Doesn't look like he was down. It looked like he almost went down. Looking at it now, ball's definitely out. definitely out. Oh, man, that is absolutely tough. That has described the Kansas City Chiefs season right there. Things starting to look good, and then bad things happen. I don't know what's going on right now. I really don't know what's going on. Maybe that Super Bowl curse they say when the losing team doesn't get back, maybe that thing is real, because I don't know how else to describe it right now. But that is a big-time fumble and a big-time return of 13 yards, taking it to the Giants' 43-yard line. So the Giants are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Wow. They say that misery loves company, and that is so true. Both teams having disappointing seasons right now, and they refuse to allow the other team to enjoy any type of hope in this one. This is just downright sad to see. So much potential, so much money invested in the Chiefs this season on the offensive side of the ball to be seeing stuff like this take place. My goodness, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I am speechless about what's happening so far in this one. And as AD says, fumble. So Travis Kelce, on his second reception of the night, ends up fumbling the ball. Let's see. Mike says, Mahomes was the first quarterback I ever saw that could throw perfectly without planting his feet. And you say now he. Hey, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, come to think of it, without planting his feet, has there been another quarterback that I saw? I mean, in the NFL, yeah, in the NFL. I mean, this is what we thought we were going to get though with Patrick. I mean, not with I know this is going to sound funny, but with Johnny Manziel when he first got drafted, I sort of thought we'd probably get some plays like this at the NFL level, but clearly that did not pan out at all for him at all. But yeah, this is just a tough stretch right here. Luckily for him, his head coach, Andy Reid. I've seen Andy Reid go out there and do some amazing things with quarterbacks. He's made some quarterbacks look extremely well. So I think it's just a matter of time before they just get him to go back to the basics here, work on some stuff and say, look, we're not telling you not to make those plays, but let's limit it. Let's just limit it pretty much. But absolutely. Let's see, 80 says, JB Mahomes, there you go. Mike says, don't know players, but the Giants good D. They're playing good D in this game, but I mean, coming into this, I think they were ranked like maybe 25th or something like that. I mean, I don't know how to describe it, man. I really thought the Chiefs were going to have some opportunities to put some points up there, and the opportunities were there. But let's see the Giants, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Up under center, Jones takes a snap, play fake. He's looking. He steps up. He's going to run. He's looking to run, and he slides. He picks up about 5 yards on the carry. Daniel Jones. Great job getting the run and not taking the hit for Daniel Jones. Let's see. Mike says that Mahomes got Pringles. Mike says 19 league leader turnover. That's not the statistic that you want to lead at all. Not the statistic that you want to lead at all. But here we go in the shotgun. 1 tight end. Let's see, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Takes it. Hands to the back. He's looking. Booker. He lowers the shoulder, and he's about a yard shy, but there's going to be a penalty. Let's see if they call. There is a penalty. Defensive holding. Number 95. That's on Jones. That's Chris Jones they called. So, wow, there you go. And it's very funny, the teams that I thought that were going to be at the top of the AFC at this point in the season, both the Browns and the Chiefs, they have not lived up to the hype so far this year. Instead, I mean, we've got teams, obviously, we've got Buffalo. We see what Kansas City's doing, but without Derrick Henry, we'll see how they're going to be able to go. You have to imagine they're going to pass the ball more moving forward, but we'll see how that plays out. Meanwhile, Jones throws completed. That's about 7 yards on the completion to the receiver near the sideline. He says, get off me. That's Johnson with the reception. Eddie says, did Robert Kraft make Belichick and Brady? He made the relationship work. That's all he did. He stayed out the way. He was a smart owner. He stayed out the way. He believed in Belichick and then eventually believed in Brady. And once he fell in love, he extended some Super Bowls, because Bill probably would have got rid of Brady a little earlier, but he extended some Super Bowls. Meanwhile, That's going to be a penalty on the play, but Devin Booker only gets about a yard up the middle, but there's going to be a penalty. So let's see what they call. All right, it's going to be offsides on the defense. All right, so yeah, the 5-yard penalty as a first down. So Chris Jones, he basically gifts the Giants with a first down. Mike says Basic Baker, a.k.a. Brady Quinn. Ooh, I would not wish that on anybody. Brady Quinn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mike says LOL 80s. Here we go. 1st and 10. 4 wide receivers on the play. One back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. That's Tooney. They fake it to the back. The Chiefs send pressure. He throws it to Tooney. Tooney makes a great catch, and he gets a first down. If that defensive back does not slip on that play, I think he gets an interception. If he does not slip on that play, but he slips and falls and face plants to the ground, and not only did he not get the interception, but he doesn't make the tackle either. So I don't know what happened on that play, but I personally would not have felt comfortable making that pass. I guess he couldn't believe the quarterback would throw it near him. He fell down. His legs got caught, something. But what a play there by the Giants to get that first down. If you're Jones, you don't want too many hits like that. Giants, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Let's see what they do. Booker's the back in the backfield. Up under center, he takes a snap. Hands to the back. Up the middle. He's running. And he gets the first down. Carries 2 defenders. He says, I'll take you there. There you go. 10 yards up the middle. Takes it to the Chiefs' 11-yard line. All right, so here we go. This time we're going to have 5 wide. Jones in the shotgun. All right, let's see what he does here. The Chiefs, they send pressure. They send 6. He throws it. It's caught. That's Tooney. And Tooney, look at him. I mean, when I saw Kadarius Tooney coming out of the draft, I saw him in Florida. My first initial comparison was the man who's on the opposite team and Tyreek Hill. I said, this man has the explosiveness of a Tyreek Hill. And so I'm excited for the future of Kadarius Tooney. I saw that. I know Urban Meyer, he said he wanted to get Kadarius Tooney. That's why he traded back up in there. He did not mind saying that was the guy he wanted. Absolutely. And let's see, Mike says, nice run. Mike says, Sammy Watkins be like, oh, good old Sammy. I know Sammy right now. He's happy where he's at right now with the Baltimore Ravens, but I think Sammy's going to drop on the depth chart when he does come back from his injury, whenever that is. I mean, you look at, what Rashad Bateman, what he's able to do so far in this one. I mean, for a rookie coming in, having missed the first couple of games, I'm seeing some positive stuff from him. Excited for his future. So if he does good, that's going to take away from Sammy Watkins and his role. So there you go. Absolutely. All right, give me 1 second here. All right, 1 second. Honestly, Mike says, who is Tutu Atwell? So Tutu Atwell, he's this is his first year, I believe, in the league. Yeah, he was drafted actually in the 2nd round in the NFL draft by the Rams, and he's about 5'9". For college, he went to Louisville actually. I know in high school that he went to was Northwestern actually, so pretty popular high school right there for football. So great high school to come back from there. So yeah, definitely excited to see what he's going to do. But he's kind of small though. He's about what is he? Less than 170 pounds, or at 170 pounds, somewhere along that line. So a small receiver, small build frame, but big play potential. That's why he was a 2nd round pick by the Rams in last year's draft out of Louisville. So certainly someone to keep your eyes out for in the future for this Rams team. But yeah, it's a good question. At least I think he still is at the Rams. I don't know where he's at right now, but I know the Rams drafted him. Could be anywhere. But there you go. Right now, the start of the 4th quarter. Giants have the football at the 5-yard line. 6 plays, 52 yards. Look at that. The 3rd quarter, no team scored in the 3rd quarter. Nobody has scored since halftime. The score is 14-10. But the Giants, they have an opportunity here to go ahead and be the first ones to score since the half and try to take the lead. Let's see if they can do it now. It's going to come down to who wants it more, defense or offense. They're going to be in a shotgun. I see a tight end here. I see two tight ends, actually, two wide receivers. Takes a snap. Jones throws it up there. Way too high. Way too high. Kyle Rudolph in his prime would not have been able to climb a ladder and grab that one. Incomplete. Again, this all came off the fumble by Travis Kelce. So you know he's got to be feeling sick to his stomach right now. And so does his fantasy football owners right now. They've got to be very livid right now. All right, here we go. 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 4. Big third down there. Who's going to get it? Takes a snap. He throws it. And it is caught. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown by the tight end, Ingram. A 5-yard touchdown reception. And so that's going to give the Giants the lead. Evan Ingram with the 5-yard TD reception. And so the Giants, they take the lead 16-14. Let's see. 80 says, yep, that's a touchdown there. That is a touchdown. Absolutely. So Daniel Jones throws the touchdown pass. And so, yeah, if you're the Chiefs, that one really hurt right there. Again, 8 plays, 57 yards, 3 minutes and 34 seconds, and turn the time of possession. Kick is up, and it is good. The extra point is good. So the Giants are up by 3. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is. Okay, false start. Okay. Oh, illegal formation. Okay. All right, extra point is good. They'll just add that on to the kickoff. Okay. So 17-14, the Giants up by 3 on the road, Arrowhead Stadium. Primetime matchup, Monday Night Football. Both teams trying to salvage something for this season, get some positivity. So, yeah, what a throw by Daniel Jones, because if you're off on that throw, you run the risk of it potentially being picked or deflected. Ball has to be on the money, and it was on the money. So here we go. Giants about to kick things off here. Again, 4th quarter just barely began not too long ago. And the Giants just scored, so we'll see what the Chiefs can do with the football. Their last drive, Travis Kelce ended up fumbling the ball. He has not been a big factor in this game. We've got 1 quarter left. Let's see if that's going to change. All right, here we go in the shotgun. They've got Travis Kelce in motion, 3 receivers on the play. He takes it, throws it quick. That's Tyreek Hill. He's trying to make something happen there. He picks up about 5 yards. Oh, but they're going to call a penalty again. Another penalty. Another offensive hold. And you look at the injury list for the Giants here. I mean, it's amazing. Without Kenny Golladay, who was their big-time receiver they picked up from Detroit, Saquon Barkley just been battling injuries the last couple seasons. Sterling Shepard, apparently he left this game with a quad. Kadarius Toney, he's left this game with a hand. And without Dan Penn, without their key skill position guys, they've been able to still take the lead in this one, utilizing the tight ends. But here we go. Kansas City Chiefs, after that holding penalty that negated the reception. 1st and 16, out of the shotgun. Mahomes takes a snap. Giants send 3. He throws it. It's caught by Williams. Williams trying to make some yards here. Picks up a good 9 yards on the reception. And so Fantasy Football Helper has joined the stream. Thank you so much for joining the stream, man. Glad to have you here. Let me know what team you're rooting for. And you say, what team am I rooting for? I'm rooting for the Chiefs to win this game. I want to see the Kansas City Chiefs win this game right here. Try to get some positive momentum here. Hate to see Mahomes struggling like this. Want to see him get back on track here. So yeah, definitely rooting for the Chiefs to win this one. But let me know what team you got for this one. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, Mahomes, he's looking. He throws it. It's caught. Now this is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill tries to get in the corner. He does get in the corner, and it's going to be a gain of about 10 yards. Nobody does it like Tyreek Hill. At this point, you fully have to rely on Tyreek to get those yards after catch right now. That seems to be what's working. That plus the run game out of the shotgun formation seems to be the two things that are working right now. Let's see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up right now. Let's see. Meanwhile, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes up under center. Got the heavy set out there. Couple tight ends, one back in the backfield. Going to play fake, though. Mahomes looking. Mahomes throws it to the back. Williams with another reception. Williams lowers that shoulder. Gets the first down. So it's going to be first down for Kansas City. Ball at the 48-yard line. And let's see. Fantasy Football Helper says that I'm rooting for the Chiefs because I have Hill, Kelsey, and Mahomes in fantasy football. Oh, man. How did you get that off? You must be in like an 8-team league or something like that in order to get those guys 8 teams or less. Because those to draft those 3 guys, you had to do one heck of a job. Meanwhile, up the middle, Williams with the carry, picks up 4 yards. We're looking at 2nd and 6 now. So 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 48-yard line. But I know you have got to be not pleased with what's been taking place this season. I know last week had to be tough for your team. This week has to be really tough to watch as well. When you get those 3 guys, you have to assume that your fantasy football team is going to be one of the top teams in the league. And to see this happening, this has got to be painful to watch. So I feel your pain on that one. Here we go, 2nd and 6. Mahomes up under center. Got a fullback in the back. Play fake. Mahomes looking. He's looking. He's moving. He's moving and looking. He's going to run. He gets the first down and gets out of bounds. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. Is he limping? But here we go, 1st and 10 at the Giants' 42-yard line. But yeah, definitely hoping that Mahomes can get you at least a little touchdown or something to either Tyreek or Kelsey. But I know that fumble had to hurt earlier, man. But certainly understand your pain. I'm in the 16-person fantasy football league, so believe me, if I had one of those guys, I'd be feeling the same way. But here we go, out the shotgun. Mahomes handed to Williams. Williams met in the backfield. Loses about a yard, or is he back to the line of scrimmage? They're going to say back to the line of scrimmage. There is a penalty. Let's see what the penalty is. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. Are they going to call unnecessary roughness? Yep, that's exactly what they call it. Unnecessary roughness. 15 yards. Added. 15 yards. There you go. You got to have more discipline than that. Let's see. What does he do? Let's see. Yeah, what is he doing? He's trying to yank the man helmet off. What is he doing? What is he doing? But yeah, I appreciate you for coming through. And make sure if you're someone that is new to the channel that you do subscribe to the channel because we do these play-by-plays on the primetime games for the NFL. I usually stream 5 times out the week, but tomorrow's my birthday, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. But this week we had 4. Next week we'll get back to the regular 5. And make sure you have the notification bells turned on so you get those alerts when I set up the streams. Well, I guess it's just about an hour for me in terms of before my birthday starts. Let's see. Dress says, wow, look at that scoreboard. I know, right? 17-14. And the Giants up by 3 here in the 4th quarter with 11 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see. Soulfly says that Kelsey looks like he's about to cry. Shoot, if I was his fantasy football owner, I'd be crying right now too. I really would be because, I mean, between him, I got Darren Waller, so I understand. I expect a lot more from Darren Waller, and lately, he just hasn't been getting it done. He honestly has not. But here we go, out of the shotgun. Mahomes, play fakes, bootlegs, looking, throws it, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. He tried to go to the backup tight end. It's just not falling, guys. It's just not going down. It's like watching a NBA shooter try to hit a three, and it just won't go in no matter what he does. It's just not falling. But he's got plenty of time, though. Only down by 3. Keep running the ball. The run game has been working for the Chiefs in this game, so keep running the ball. And keep getting the ball to Tyreek, because Tyreek seems to be the only thing that is still working in spite of everything. But out of the shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Kelsey goes in motion. Mahomes takes a snap, hands to the back, looking for a hole. He's met by a ton of Giants there. He lost at least a yard or 2 on the play. Let's see. Soulfly says the Chiefs feeling sorry for themselves, and he says it's sad. So there you go. Let's see. Old man Mob says there's so many roughing the passer penalty this year. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I did notice that. There's a lot of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties as well. Mike says it's a bad call. And Fantasy says, happy early birthday. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, Mahomes, he throws it. He's looking. And it is caught by, of course, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill. And so, Fantasy, I know you got to be happy about that one right there. Tyreek, he's fighting hard to do it for your fantasy football team. He's doing his best that he can. And make sure that we press the thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get to 30 by the end of the stream. So here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. At the 13-yard line of the Giants. Chiefs take the snap. Hand it to Gore. Gore up the middle. He picks up about a yard on the play. That's going to make it 2nd and 9 at the Giants' 12-yard line. Here we are in the 4th quarter. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. The Giants are up by 3, but the Chiefs, they have the ball at the 12-yard line of the Giants. So far in this drive, 10 plays, 63 yards, about 4 minutes and 55 seconds off the clock. Let's see, how will this game unfold? If you're Mahomes, you got to protect the football here. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers. Kelsey in motion. Takes a snap. Giants send 4. Mahomes standing in the pocket. He feels the pressure. He's running. He throws it. It's caught. Was it caught? Was it caught? They're going to let him finish the play. Oh, the referee said nope. Referee said we're not even going to give you that. He said it touched the ground. Oh, man, if he could have made that reception clean, that would have been a touchdown. Let's see, looking at the replay. Ooh. Okay, that looks like the ground there, but yeah, that looks like the ground. So 3rd and 9, I get it. You know, Chief fans, I know you want this one. I know you want it. Andy Reid is looking like, come on, man, this has got to be something that we can find. Let's see, 80 says, come on. All right, so Kansas City called a timeout. So we're looking at 3rd and 9 from the Giants' 12-yard line when they return from the timeout. And so this is a huge 3rd down. Will they be able to get a touchdown and take the lead? Or can they find a way to, will they get the touchdown, or will they end up settling for the field goal here? Big for the Giants as well. You want to hold them to a field goal as opposed to touchdown. Let's see what happens. Mike says Mahomes remind me of Jim Kelly a lot. Mike says he is a mobile Jim Kelly. And so, you know what? I personally never thought of that either. So that's a great comparison, I think. And so old man Mom says never thought of that. Now thinking about it, I agree. So he agrees as well. Let's see. 80 says Hill says that take you where you at, JB. There you go. Out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Mahomes takes a snap. Giants send 3. Now 4. Mahomes feeling pressure. He lost the football. Did he get it back? Looks like they got it back. My goodness, Mahomes. Protect the football, man. Protect the football. So let's see what happened here. How did that? Come on, man. You got to protect the football, man. You've already turned it over enough times this season. Stop trying to lead the league in turnovers, man. I don't know who turns the ball over more right now, him or either Russell Westbrook for the Lakers. But here we go. 36-yard field goal attempt to try to tie it. Kick is up. Kick is good. So we're all tied up. 17 apiece. With 8 minutes and 53 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Who's going to win this one? Who can rise to the occasion? So we're tied up 17 apiece. It's a good time to ask, has anybody changed their mind in terms of who they got winning? What are your final scores in this one? 17-17 right now. Is anybody changing their final score in this one? Mike says the Toonie thumb injury out. So, yeah, absolutely. That hand injury, he's going to be out. 80 says it's going to be a touchdown. Mike says he ran past iOS. So there you go. Mike says last year Mahomes would have ran it. He would have. But you know what? Football is, like I always say, football is a game of momentum. You know, when things are going good, you can make those magical plays. But when things start going bad, you got to change how you're looking at things. Mike says his O-line is garbage now. And so, I mean, they invested so much money in that offensive line, too. I mean, it's amazing how this season just isn't panning out. And so, fantasy, he's sad. He needed a touchdown. I know what that's like. You need a touchdown. And so, I mean, do you still have a chance to win your league matchup this week, fantasy? Let me know that. How many points do you really need combined from these guys to try to win your league, do you think, in this one? Let's see. 80 says, I agree, Mike. Mahomes is a mobile Kelly. So there we go. He's an M&M. An M&K, I should say. Mobile Kelly. So Mike says, JBOT. So you're thinking this was going to go to OT? We've had a lot of ones come very close to reaching OT lately. Sometimes they have, sometimes they haven't, but they've gone down to the wire. That is for sure. Let's see. Mike says, very clean throwing motion like Kelly. And so Mike says little Favre in there too. And so, I mean, that's been very evident this year as well. A little Favre to him as well. All right, so 80 says he's going to go Kansas City 24, Giants 17. So that's what he thinks is going to play out the rest of the way. And so I'm thinking, if I had to give my up-to-date score, I'm thinking this game does go to overtime. Both teams get a field goal before overtime, and then the Chiefs end up winning it in overtime 23-20. Something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and project an overtime matchup, but we'll see. Plenty of time still here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Meanwhile, Kansas City kicking the ball off. Let's see if we'll get a return here. Looks like we will, and we will. Let's see. The 10, 15, all the way to about the 18-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10 at the 18. But what a game this one is. We're all tied up, 17 apiece. Giants have the football. Both defenses have played a lot better than they've been playing this season. I will say that. Jones up under center. Got a couple tight ends, one back, play fake. Sees the pressure. He throws it to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he picks up about a good 7 yards on the completion there. Going to bring it 2nd and 3. I think the key the rest of the way is going to be avoiding any type of turnover and avoiding penalties. Can't keep shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, you only get 2 feet to work with. So you keep shooting yourself in the feet, pretty soon you won't have one. And these two teams have done that enough this season. So you've got to stop shooting yourself. Mike says on paper, thought I'm off-season O-line not going to be as good. And so there you go. So Mike said he saw this one coming. Meanwhile, Jones handed to Booker. Booker looking for a hole. Booker, he got to the line. Depends on where they spot him, but I think the first down. Meanwhile, you've got, let's see, who's the Chiefs player that's getting into it right there? Is that Tyrann Mathieu? It is. Getting Let's see. Mike says, very nice screen. That it was, because the pressure was coming. Let's see. Old man Mob says, I might be right on this game coming down to a field goal. It's honestly, I feel like that's going to be the case, honestly. I really feel that way. Meanwhile, Giants, 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver, play fake, throws it. It's caught. That's going to be a first down and then some. He's still rumbling forward. Great job by Penny on the play. What a play that was. He just kept rumbling and tumbling forward for some extra yards on that one. But there's a penalty. There's a penalty. I may not be rooting for the Giants, but I cannot stand these penalties determining the outcome of the game. Let's see what they call. Unsportsmanlike conduct. That's what we're calling an unsportsmanlike taunting. The man made a play for the first time all day. Let the man have a little fun. You're going to call taunting for this? He's a grown man out there. Come on, man. Let the man, he had a long season. Let them play. Come on, man. I hate when the NFL does stuff like this. Every time we get rid of it, they bring it right back. It's like they love toying with us like this. Come on, man. We watch sports to be entertained. Let us be entertained. That is stupid. Come on, man. Well, here we are, 1st and 10 after the penalty, the taunting penalty. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back, takes a snap, fakes it. Jones, move. Jones throws it quick, and it is caught by the receiver, Johnson. And he's tackled. Going to be a gain of 4 yards on the reception. I'm about to say, be careful. Don't throw the ball to the ref. He might say you're taunting here. 2nd down and 6 coming up at the Giants' 34-yard line. Mike says patient run. Mike says he pushed them 25 yards. He really did. Mike says, refs, let them play. They need to. 80 says, go, JB, go. Here we go in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the play. 1 running back. He gives it to the back. Booker up the middle. Booker, he gains about 2 yards before he's slung to the ground. So here we go, an important 3rd down coming up at the Giants' own 34-yard line, 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, 6 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Who's going to make the play here on 3rd down? Will it be defense or offense? Here we go, 3rd and 4. Let's see what happens. 3 wide receivers on the play, got a tight end as well, 1 running back, Jones, making sure the offensive line knows where he thinks the pressure is going to come from. In the shotgun, a lot of adjustments here. Takes a snap, Chiefs send forward. He steps up. He's going to go deep, and it is, off the hand of Darius Slayton. But there's another penalty. There is yet another penalty. Holding on the defense. Holding on the defense. Got to do better than that, son. Can't be holding back there. Got to do better than that. Yeah, show me the replay. Let's see. Oh, that's what we called. Oh, man. Come on now, man. Come on now. I mean, I get it, but come on now. Let's see. Fantasy says, well, I lost this week in fantasy. My record will now be 5-3, but still 1st place in the league. There you go. There you go. That's what matters. Still 1st place. Hopefully the Chiefs will get it going, but I know this is disappointing because you got a lot invested in the Chiefs offense. Meanwhile, Jones is punting center, 1 back in the backfield. Play fake. Jones looking. Jones throws it to the back. Takes the check down, takes the 3 yards, live to see 2nd and 7. I like that. That's what you got to do. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Ball at the Giants' 42-yard line. Again, both teams have 2 timeouts. Mike says that's garbage. Takes away touchdown. It does. And Mom said these refs trying to be the new NBA refs before the NBA made some changes. You know what? I agree with that. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, play fake. He's looking. He throws it to the receiver. A little too high, incomplete. Luckily for them, it was just incomplete. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield with him. The Chiefs, they send 5. But Daniel Jones, he moves, he throws it. Incomplete. So that's going to be incomplete. All right, man, let's see. Sorry about that right there, guys. Let me know if you can still hear me or not. Let's see. Punt is on the way. Sorry about that. I'm hoping you guys can still hear me right there. Again, the application just ended up, like freezing once again on me, but I'll get that fixed in a second here. But yeah, so we had a punt on the play. See, there's a penalty as well. Let's see what the penalty is going to be. Again, apologize about the screen right there, but I'm working on fixing that right now on my end. All right, this should be working here. All right, there we go. I think we're fixed now. Apologize about that. Apparently, when I had to refresh my screen, a lot of the comments that you guys had disappeared as well. So I apologize about that. Let's see. The oldest comment I have here is Old Man Mob says that he can hear you. Appreciate that. All right, appreciate that. Yeah. So we had problems earlier in the stream with OBS. Just I don't know, it's just something not working. But we got it to work for a while. Then it stopped working again. But got it fixed now. We'll see how long this lasts this time. But yeah, appreciate you guys for sticking with me here. But yeah, another penalty. Man, I hate seeing so many penalties, guys. I really hate seeing so many penalties in this one. Let's see. All right, so Mike says, thumb check. Yeah, let's see where we are right now in terms of thumbs up right now. Let's see how many thumbs up we have right now on the stream. I know we've got to be itching closer here to the intended goal of exceeding 30 thumbs up on the stream. Let's see where we are right now. All right, I'm seeing 25. Let's see. Can we get a 26 here sometime soon? Let's see. But I'm seeing 25 on my end, Mike. And he said laundry all over the field tonight. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, again, apologize about all this issues and stuff with the application that I use for my background, for my settings and stuff. It's just today it's just been a struggle. Like I guess they got some stuff going on their end. But yeah, so far in this game, Daniel Jones, 21 of 30, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, has been sacked just once. Again, Kadarius Toney, he had a pass as well for 19 yards for the Giants. As for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, 26 of 44, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. In this one, he's been sacked 1 time in this one as well. Let's see. As for rushing the football, Devontae Booker, 15 carries, 60 yards in this one, averaging 4 yards a carry. Daniel Jones, 5 carries, 12 yards. As for the Chiefs, Derek Gore, 48 yards. Darrell Williams, 10 carries, 36 yards. And Mahomes, he had 2 runs for 11 yards in this one as well. So as a team, they have 95 yards rushing for the Kansas City Chiefs. And we're all tied up 17 apiece, and Kansas City has an opportunity to go out there, see if they can take the lead in this game and possibly win it here on this drive. With 4 minutes and 41 seconds left to go, they have a chance to try to get their season at 500. Let's see what they do. 8 career game-winning drives in the fourth quarter for Mahomes. Let's see if this can be number 9. Out of the shotgun formation, they motion the back at the backfield, 5 wide receivers. Mahomes takes a snap. He's looking. Giants only sent 3, but yet they're getting pressure. He throws it, and it is incomplete because Travis Kelce can't catch a football, can't catch a break. And there's another penalty out there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Holding on the offense? We're going to put Andy Reid on the offensive line in a second. My goodness. Orlando Brown Jr. with the hold. My goodness. Dude, just make the block. Just make the block. So many holds. My goodness. Look at those penalties. 8 against the Giants, 12 against the Chiefs. Too many penalties. 3 wide receivers on the play, 1 tight end, Mahomes. Bootlegs, he's looking. Pass rush is getting there. He throws it incomplete. Incomplete. You know, I got a homeboy that I told him before our fantasy football draft, I said, you should not waste your first pick on Patrick Mahomes. Not saying that he is not great, but he's not worth you taking in the first round. No quarterback is worth that in my opinion. And so he tried to still draft him anyways. Due to an error, though, he was unable to. And it worked out for him. It is worked out for him. Let's see, Mike says Jones slowly getting better. That is the truth. He is slowly getting better, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Old man Mom says time to milk the clock. Mahomes in the shotgun. Mahomes going deep. Picked off. It is picked off, but there is a flag. Will the penalty this time save the Chiefs? But my goodness. Wow. Okay, an offsides penalty is what's going to save Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. My goodness, son. You know, there's a saying that says you are what you repeatedly do, and at some point, you keep turning the ball over like this, Mahomes. You know, I can't keep giving you the benefit of the doubt. My good, protect the football, man. The game's on the line. The season's on the line, basically. Out of the shotgun, running back goes in motion, takes a snap. Mahomes looking. He's looking. He throws it, and it's caught by Travis Kelce. This time, Kelce fighting for the first down. There's another penalty. There is another penalty. How many flags do they have? You know what? The referee should have a limit the amount of penalties that they can throw in a game that they cannot exceed. Something must be done. All right, so face mask call in the defense. That's Crowder. He's been called for a penalty before. But wow, this is crazy. This is crazy. Let's see. Old man Mom says too many mistakes. If it was my old football coach, he'd be making us run laps for hours. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so absolutely there, 80s. I fulfill you there, man. Let's see. Mike says, I'm going to do like OBS and shut down for the night. But I listened to the end, JB. Thanks. So thank you, Mike. Thank you. Absolutely. You have a good night. Meanwhile, Mahomes out the shotgun. Heads to Williams. Williams trying to make something happen here. Gets about 8 yards from the carry. And I'm with old man Mob here. Turn on the milk clock like they do in Madden. As Mike says, good night, everyone. Yeah, good night, Mike. Appreciate you for coming through once again. Absolutely. Here we go, 2nd and 2 in the fourth quarter. About 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this one. Both teams with 2 timeouts. So the Chiefs have it. They hand it to the back. He runs up the middle. He gets the first down and then some, still moving his feet. All right, that's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards, making it 1st and 10 at the Giants' 33-yard line. So now the Giants are going to have to call a timeout. The Giants have to this point. They must think about the clock at this point. The Giants have 1 remaining timeout. Again, we're in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Let's see, old man Mob says the one game we had 5 holding and he made the whole team run for 2 hours and said next time it's 1 hour per flag. Oh, my goodness. 1 hour per flag. Oh no. I'd have put in my transfers then. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? That reminds me of basketball. I once had a coach once say in basketball that if we can't outscore them, we'll at least outrun them. So if we had to run suicides all in practice instead of doing drills like everybody else did to get better, we worked on conditioning day in and day out. So here we go in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers on the play. 1 running back. Receiver goes in motion, takes it, tosses it to the receiver. That's going to count as a pass. That's Hardman. Hardman, he's got the first down. He's still running. Look at them feet move. He lowers his shoulder, gets flipped, but he's all the way to the Giants' 9-yard line. That's going to count as a 24-yard pass by Patrick Mahomes to Hardman on the play. But yeah, Old Man Mob, I remember those days. One time, Old Man Mob, I tell you what, one time I had I missed practice because the Madden game had just dropped. I was in high school, I was a freshman, and so I went to go play Madden that day, missed practice, had a teammate rat me out, so I had to go out there and run hills after practice for about a good hour for missing the previous practice to go get Madden. So was not happy about that. Meanwhile, hands it to the back, Williams gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. 80 says, bam, great run. That was a fantastic run. Let's see, 80 says later, Mike. But here we go, 2nd and goal at the Giants' 10-yard line. All right, it's 2 minutes and 15 seconds. At this point, the clock is very critical for the Giants at this point. And the Chiefs look like they're going to wait and just take a 2-minute warning. All right, so here we go. 2-minute warning in the 4th quarter. All tied up 17 apiece, but the Kansas City Chiefs. They're in good field position right now at the 10-yard line. Jesse Fantasy says, who's my favorite NFL team? The Patriots. The Patriots are my favorite NFL team. And so, yes, even though there's no Brady, that changes absolutely nothing for me. Root for the Patriots as hard as I ever have, if not harder right now. But absolutely, who's your favorite NFL team? I know you're rooting for the Chiefs because you got a lot of Chiefs players in your fantasy football team, but who's your favorite NFL team? All right, so let's see. But yeah, right now we're all tied up 17 apiece. This is what it comes down to. And so Fantasy says his favorite NFL team is the Lions. Oh, man. I don't know what to say about this season for you guys, man. I mean, how do you feel about the Lions in terms of what are some of the strengths of the Lions? I scarcely get to see them in a couple games. I got to saw them when they played against Green Bay, got to saw them a little bit against the Ravens as well. That's really about the 2 times. And also a little bit against Chicago as well. Those 3 games this season is what I've seen so far from the Detroit Lions. And I feel like the Lions have had a lot of season-ending injuries. Very unfortunate. Like when they get guys hurt, these guys are out, like basically done for the season at this point. And so Jared Goff, I know that, Dan Campbell, he's not exactly extremely pleased with what Jared Goff has been doing as of late. So just let me know how you feel about that. All right, so you say the running backs, that's right. You guys do have that combination of Swift along with Jamal Williams as well. I have seen Swift early on in fantasy football put up some good numbers early in the season. I don't know if that's still the case right now. Jamal Williams, I know he's a great addition. So the running back room, that's looking nice. I mean, I felt like the receiving core, I didn't know what to really expect from them coming into this year. But I feel like if these guys would have stayed healthy all year and had, I don't know, Goff played better, maybe it could have helped those guys elevate to the next level. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot that you guys need to have next year. And I've said it before in this channel. I think if I'm Detroit next year, I wouldn't draft a quarterback like in the first round. I would just continue to build out the rest of the roster and make sure that you don't run into another scenario like you did with Matthew Stafford, where he's having to carry the team for so long. Build the rest of the team out first. Meanwhile, a toss to Travis Kelce gets about a good 3 yards, but I mean, that's it. Meanwhile, let's see if the Giants burn a timeout here. I see the clock stopped. I'm guessing the Giants did burn a timeout here. That should be their final timeout. Yeah, that'll be their final timeout. A minute 54 left to go in this one. Third down coming up. But yeah, Penicero, though, I'm excited for his future as well. I say keep building the offensive line first. Build out that offensive line. You've already got good running backs and stuff. And then once the offensive line is secure across the board, then go ahead and take your quarterback of the future, I think. Let's see. Old Man Mob says if the Lions get the first pick, they should try and trade it for more picks. Use those picks to get that O-line better. So Old Man Mobs agrees with me. This year, I really would trade the first pick, honestly. Most years in the past, I'd have probably taken a quarterback. But this year, I'm skeptical of a lot of the quarterbacks that are going to be in the draft here. So if I'm Detroit, I'm not going to take that risk. I'm going to go ahead and trade the first-round pick. Stock up on some picks. Somebody's going to want to trade up for someone. Stock up on picks, and let's build for the future here. Meanwhile, Mahomes, get sacked on the play. Get sacked on the play. What a big-time sack by the Giants there. They've got no timeout, so the Chiefs, they can go ahead and melt as much time as they want to and then end up kicking a field goal with about a minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. But that is not how you execute the offense here if you're the Chiefs. I'd rather you just go ahead and run the ball up the middle rather than to see that result happen. But, man, that was tough. Oh, man, and then he could have got Kelsey if he could have found a way to just throw a pass over the top. But that's tough. That's tough. It's going to come down to Harrison Buckner here. Can he hit it? Kick is up. Kick is good. So the Chiefs are up 20-17 in this one with a minute and 7 seconds left to go here. The Giants will get the football, but they've got no timeouts to stop the clock. So whatever happens, it's going to come down to Daniel Jones and his clock management, and can he effectively run the 1 minute offense here? That's right, 1 minute to try to go down there and score. Let's see. Fantasy says, as a Pats fan, how did you feel about Brady winning the Super Bowl? I agree on trading the first overall pick as there is no superstar quarterback. And so I'm glad Mike's not on right now because Mike will go to bat for Malik Willis right now. I think Malik's going to be good, but I don't think he's a quarterback you want to take with the first overall pick. You need to have a good team already around him. I like him for the Eagles. I'm thinking about them in the future. I like it if he lands on a team like the Eagles moving forward for Malik Willis. Outside of Malik Willis, though, I'm not sold on another quarterback in this draft. And even Malik, I think, going to take some time. He's more of a developmental type of quarterback. But, yeah, I don't really see any other quarterback right now that I would want to take in this year's draft. So I would punt on these quarterbacks and just go ahead and make that trade. Somebody's going to trade up, want to get a guy, and then just stockpile, get some good linemen, get some quality linemen in the draft, get some quality, defensive players as well, some edge rushers that you can add on, some guys you can get later in the draft that can contribute to the team and keep building the team, keep pounding away. Good things are going to happen, though. But, yeah, you said you agree. So, yeah, in terms of Brady winning the Super Bowl, I was happy for him. I was happy for him. The last thing I wanted when it was free agency was for him to come back to the Patriots and then struggle because I know we didn't have the weapons around him that he needed. That was evident in his last game with the Patriots, his last season with the Patriots. He just didn't have the weapons he needed. We didn't have the salary cap to get him that. So I was happy for him to win the Super Bowl with Tampa Bay last year. Meanwhile, out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Jones, take the snap. He's looking. He throws it, and it is caught by the tight end. He goes out of bounds. Evan Ingram with the reception. Gain of 3 yards, though. A minute and 1 second left. The worst thing you can do is take a sack or turn it over. You cannot afford to do either of that. So make sure if you're the Giants that you protect and that you make the correct passes. You got no timeouts. So everything needs to be near the sideline, and you got to get a first down. Here we go, shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers on the play. Take a snap. Chiefs, send 4. Chiefs, get after him. They get him for the sack. That's a big-time sack. Chris Jones with the sack. I just said the one thing you can't afford to do is get the sack. Look at that Giants fan right there. That reminded me of the 2 times that we played them in the Super Bowl. That was my facial expression right there. I feel that 100%. Meanwhile, out the shotgun, Jones is looking. He's going to throw it, and it's incomplete. At least the clock stops here, but an incompletion. So now you're faced with a 4th and 15. If they don't get this, it's going to be the game. So there you go. That's right. We got the big time sack there, and that's what Chris Jones does. Obviously, he's used to the Chiefs having the lead, and that helps him out. But this time, when they really needed to make a play, he came through with the sack. But here we go. 4th and 15. Let's see what happens here. This is it. If you don't get it, it's the game. If you don't get it, it's the game. 15 yards. Takes a snap. Jones looking. Jones. Oh, they got him. They got him. They got him. He just throws it forward. Illegal play. The lineman says, I'm not about to get hit for you. So that's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. The Kansas City Chiefs, they find a way. It wasn't pretty. It's not how you draw it up. It's not how I thought the game would have went. But ultimately, Kansas City gets the win. That's going to advance them to 4-4. Meanwhile, for the Giants, that seat just got a lot harder right now for the head coaching spot. I mean, who knows? Maybe Eric Bieniemy can find a job with the Giants after this, because there's going to probably be an opening when this season is over, if not before that. This has been a disappointing season for the Giants. This is a game that you could have won. You should have won the way that you got the Chiefs played out there, but you found a way to still lose this one. That's not a good look. A lot of guys are feeling pressure right now on the sideline for the Giants. Meanwhile, Mahomes going to be able to go out there and take a knee. So there you have it. That's the game. Game is over. The Chiefs win this one with the final score 20-17 over the Giants. And the Chiefs will now go to 4-4, tied for third place in the division with the Broncos. Let's see, old man Mob says that he hates the Giants because they screwed our 18-0 season. I will never forgive them for that. Never forgive them for that, ever. Let's see, 80 says it's the game. Fantasy says good games. Yeah. Hey, Fantasy, sorry to see about your fantasy football team, man. But, hey, hopefully next week we'll be able to bounce back and help you out. But, man, they got a big-time matchup coming against the Packers coming up. I know I'm starting Aaron Rodgers in that one. I got Aaron Rodgers on my fantasy football team. So next week I'll be starting Aaron Rodgers. But hopefully we can have a shootout fantasy next year and both of our quarterbacks can light it up for some touchdowns. But we'll see. We will see, because the Packers, they're just flat out balling right now. Flat out balling right now. But, yeah, good game. Let's see. Old man Mob says, game over. I was right on the game coming down to a field goal. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said the problem is a lot of teams think that they can take our staff and they'll be good. Teams need to realize they're not getting Bill Belichick. Absolutely. You're spot on about that. Spot on. You would think the Houston's learned that with Bill O'Brien. After that, I would have canceled all Patriot experiments outside of that. Guaranteed. Let's see. 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. Thanks for doing this. And happy birthday. That's right. My birthday's in about half an hour, but appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Really appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoy your night. I know I'm going to enjoy my night. I'm taking off from work tomorrow. And so if you guys see me post tomorrow, that probably means that a big-time trade or something big-time happened. But outside of that, you'll probably see me return on Wednesday when it comes to posting and stuff like that. But, yeah, appreciate you guys so much. The next stream is going to be on Thursday for Thursday Night Football. So anybody that's watching that's not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe and have your notification bell turned on so that way you guys will be notified of when I set up my future streams and also of videos when I post them up there, whether we're talking sports content, injury updates, all that stuff, you know, any trades that go down, anything like that. But appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Let's see. Fantasy says that you have Lamar on your bench, so you're going to start him. Nice. Oh, yeah. That's a good option to have right there, Lamar. Old man Mob says, good night, brother, and have a great birthday. Appreciate you, old man Mob. Absolutely. As another birthday wish, I just want to see the Patriots go out there and beat the Panthers. I know the sports blitz, he's going to be rooting for his Panthers there, but I want to see the Pats come through with the big W. But, yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm about to go ahead and end the stream here. Let's see. Fancy says, have a good night, man. Yeah, you too. But thank you guys so much for coming out. Let's see. How many thumbs up did we get on this stream right here? Let's see. The final number of the thumbs up for this one is, let's see. How many did we get on this one? All right. I'm seeing 26. So we ended with about 26 thumbs up there. So we almost reached 30. That's pretty good. Appreciate you guys again for coming through. Have a great night. You guys take care and see you guys next time.